You guys... None of you told me. None of you pricks told me that this game was coming out today. What's the deal with that? You want to explain yourself? I have a new mic, by the way. Does it sound good? Let me put chat on my drawing tablet. Can I? Oh shit! Oh! All right, my computer froze. That's okay. Are you hearing the song though? Holy fuck, dude! Ooh. Yeah. I know you can pop out chat on OBS, right? Maybe. Oh. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Okay. Chat. I'll put you down here. None of y'all told me this game was coming out today. Like, what the fuck? Huh? What's with that? What is with that bullshit? Hold on, I gotta self-promote so people actually know I'm streaming. Oh fuck, Saint Riot just started streaming? God damn it. Oh well, this is more important. This is clearly more important. Very clearly. Copy. Alright. Let's put this on Discord. Sure, I'll put this in Hopkick City for some reason. Dude, I can't believe I'm playing this game. Oh my god, I'm excited! Where else can I post this? The fall server? Yes. Hey, dozo. I don't know if there's anywhere else I can put this. That's okay. Oh, guys. Holy moly. We are about to start. How's the music, by the way? It looks a little loud. We are about to start the Pathologic 3 quarantine demo. I don't want to wait anymore. I just want to get into it, but no one's watching. Dude, you have no fucking idea how excited I am for this fucking game. No idea. No fucking idea at all. Oh, I should put this on Twitter that I'm streaming. Well, first I gotta like Daily Alan Wake. I'm streaming. Oh, dude. Oh, the music. Oh, this is a sick remix. Holy fuck. And I wish their text editor was better in OBS. But whatever. Ah, man. I really don't know what else, you know, what else I could say. This game is Pathologic 1 and 2 are like my favorite games ever. And you know, I've been waiting for Pathologic 3 ever since like 2020. I love Pathologic 2. I have like almost like 60 hours in it. I have almost 100 hours in Pathologic Classic. Oh my god, dude. Okay, I don't care anymore. I don't care. We're just gonna start. I do not care. Oh my god. Dude. Dude, oh, I'm so fucking hyped. It looks great. We gotta see if it runs as shitty as Pathologic 2. Cause, ew. Oh, I hope this doesn't fuck up my... Okay. Oh, man. Streamer mode. Is there copyrighted shit? Okay, whatever. Alright, I have chat up. I have OBS up. Oh, fuck, dude. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm so ready. Let's do it. Oh, he's got a green eye in that one. Oh. You guys gotta let me know if the audio is good. Capital, where the bachelor returned in disgrace after the step town perished. Oh. Ah. You must approach them closely while in... Okay, there's a... What are those guys called? Shadows? I'm not scared of you. Go to hell, death. Not even after these 2 weeks, not scared. I don't know about that. Oh, shit. What is that, 11? Those are the 12 days? Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, I'm playing. Looks like the horror specs. Oh! That is... What? Hold on, we'll talk to these guys first. Reflection. Whose reflection are you? Can't remember the name nor the face. They are human too. So we got a scalpel. We got a little test tube. We got the scale. Yeah, maybe that's not supposed to be the hard specs. Someone died here. There's nothing here. A fellow of inmate jest. I forgot this is Pathologic. Hold on. A fellow of inmate jest of most excellent fancy. Hello? Backs turned. Out of fear? Out of scorn?
They'll go to any lengths, Chief. But our lengths are longer.
Oh, dude! Oh, it looks awesome. Excuse me, I'm a little sniffly. Seraphima, the font looks sick. It's a little basic, but I kind of forget how the Pathologic 2 font looked. Weren't you at the interrogation yet, Bachelor? You're supposed to be there already. What happened? Why did you come down here? What's going on outside? What are you looking at? They told me it's not an interrogation, actually. They just want to talk. I'm a witness, not a suspect. For now. She's cute. Anyways. What happened? Why did you come down here?
Then again, if not taken at face value, but rather, you know.
We got fucking character swapping and cutscenes now. I love this guy. Look at his face. Platon. Hang on, Chief. Did they summon you because of the Thanatica? Will the order to shut the labyrinth down be revoked? Postponed? The graphics do look good. And it runs pretty good too, so far. No, I believed I was summoned because of the sand plague. They fear the epidemic might have already spread here to the capital. Yes, in order to be postponed, we'll do some work yet, I hope. No, they're revoking it. Thanatica is no more. That scared me? Yeah, it was really sudden. That didn't happen in the old games. It's only because of Thanatica. Thanatica, isn't that just the study of death? Or at least Dankovsky's, like, study? No, I believe I was summoned because of the sand plague. They fear the epidemic might have already spread here to the capital. Spectator. So you're that doctor who first discovered this deadly epidemic, this dirt disease? Is it true that it killed off a whole step town in a week? 25,000 dead. Seraphima. Listen to me. All of this is just hearsay. Please leave our director alone. He has important work to do. And you, Chief, should hurry off now. Your appointment is at 8. No, answer me this. Since you're the one in charge, is it true or not? You said this disease was already in the capital. I never said that. I said they believe the epidemic might already have spread here. That is what I said. And the bureaucrats are usually wrong. Asterisk. Oh, does that mean it ends the conversation? Oh, no, it was like an arrow in Pathologic 2. I guess we'll see. I think this means it ends the conversation. Not exactly 20,000, strictly speaking. Fewer, and there were 417 survivors. A scant but non-zero amount of hope. Still, what are you staring at? What's going on out there? Ah, dude. I get an RP Dankovsky now. This is gonna be fun. Not exactly 20,000, strictly speaking, fewer, and there were 417 survivors, a scant but non-zero amount. Oh! 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 That's the fucking Soborovs! Those two people in the middle were fucking, what is his name? Alexander Soborov and his wife, the mistress. Damn, you guys gotta let me know if the audio sounds good, by the way. Day 8, in which the Bachelor says farewell to hopes and tries to flee the doomed town. Oh shit. Nope. Nope. As in what? It does, okay. Executor. You can go no further. Quarantine? What? Oh, quarantine. Enough cawing. It was I who set up the quarantine in the first place. I'm so tired of running into obstacles that I created myself. That giant horrible big wheel coming that dough street. I cannot type. Yeah. That was scary. Enough cawing. It was I who set up the quarantine in the first place. I didn't recognize you at first. You've changed quite a bit after a week in our town. I'm Sava Kirminets, number 72, the last of the volunteer orderly's corpse. Since you're here, consider this my resignation. I do not accept your resignation. There is still hope. The last volunteer, the last post, the last frontier. How quickly it all came to an end. I do not accept your resignation. There is still hope. You promised to save our town, but all you leave behind are ashes and graves. What lies ahead of you is not the steppe, but a fog of uncertainty. So where will you go now, O man who lost to death? What a way to talk to me, 72. Grow too fond of your mask. Abide by the protocol and stop with the implications. There's a distinct smell of... Kerosot. Kerosot. There's a railroad nearby. I'll return to the capital. They're shutting down Thanatica, my lab, and the Academy must hear of this dreadful disease. No reason to stay here. The town is lost. I admit I'm not omnipotent, but I've tried. What happened to Kerminitz 71? He's wearing an orderly. He's an orderly, but he's wearing a theater costume to protect from the plague. That's the lore there. Yes, this one. People whisper rumors that the only doctor in town plans to abandon them to flee. The most fortunate, the survivors, already planned their own escapes. Could they be saved? Yes, I'll take them to the capital. I need witnesses. I couldn't save them with medicine, so I will by other means. The sandpest should be kept within this town's limit, or else it will devour the whole nation. Some of the survivors might be infected. Quarantine means quarantine. What would the Bachelor do? I feel like he'd be more scared of the pest than of, like, proving his shit. I was trying to say this one. Each decision leads to regret the next day. Each step the abyss. How can one sleep after that? My nightmares are a personal matter. It seems I am in a waking dream. What screeches out in the steppe, in that shadow that almost touches the sky. Vita somnium breve. Yeah, we're gonna say that. Nightmares multiply in the darkness. It's their nutrient medium, just like blood for a plague. I still have some matches on me. I'll find a way to fend off the darkness. Oh, so it's gonna be like Pathologic 2, where you can, like, fight off the sandpest with your lantern. See those bonfires? Those were prepared on my orders to fence off the plague districts. Now they will light my path. I'm not afraid of nightmares. Reality is much more horrific. True. The light of salvation burns and then fades. Like hope. Like someone's life on a hospital bed. Do you think you'll manage to escape? She already follows you, trying to reach you. She won't just leave you be. Who is she? The plague? Death? Could that be someone threatening my lab? You think I have nowhere to go, that in the capital everything is already lost? Not that steppe fairy tale nonsense about monsters again. You're a fool, Bachelor Dankovsky. Conscience. Of course it's conscience. You cannot run from your conscience, not even on a train. No, you'd be lucky to even board that train alive. In what form your conscience assumes, that is on you and your broken imagination. You imply that I imagine that horrific silhouette, the hallucinations of a guilty conscience? It's likely just neurosis. No time to wax philosophical. The fog thickens. The bonfires fade, and I still seek a train, apparently one with escapees. My conscience is clear. I did all I could for the town. One person alone cannot fight an outbreak of unknown disease. Yeah, it is. Come back to where you came from, Doctor. Try to become your old self again. Just don't forget the matches. Thank you, 72, if it's really you, for your volunteer service. You too did all you could. Well, what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, this wasn't that kind of... Pathologic 2 wasn't like that kind of game. This is like some actual fucking horror shit. So there's 2 ways to go. What the fuck? Oh no, they just lead to the same place. What the fuck? Can this reach? Yeet! What the fuck? I'm going to be ill. The stench. Out. Out. Okay. Oh! Oh! Oh my god. Okay. The day before, in which the bachelor leaves the capital to venture to the edge of the world. The lab. Oh, they're all napping together. Adorable. To reflect upon a person or an object. I'm coming! You must approach them closely while in concentration. Jesus Christ! What the fuck? I'm working in here. Seeking to cure the old age and death. A pill to cure the what? The void? Daring hope, a shameful escape. Whoever grabs the bluebird by the tail will see the souls of things. Wiggity wasted. I got absolutely owned. I have challenged this unfortunate phenomenon. We are dying every minute of our lives, an undoubtedly surmountable phenomenon. They feed on blood. We used to keep Calyptra thalistri here, but the simple fragile butterflies that feed on flowers and light were stronger. It's my co-workers. Grandmaster in chess with death. They say he stutters outside Thanatica. I wouldn't know. What happened to him afterwards? Fearless heart to see things through. Glasses without diopters look older. What the fuck is it? Diopter. What happened to her afterwards? Oh! Game froze. Fuck. No! Hold on. Yeah, it looks bricked. I'm gonna restart it. Oh fuck. Shit. Here, let's do this. Fuck. That didn't help. Oh. Huh? No, I think it's fucked. Okay. Oh. Okay, it closed itself. Good. I mean, not good, but... Alright, let's boot it up again. I gotta start a new game. Whatever. I'll be the #1 record holder for the Pathologic 3 demo speedrun.
It's not love of living that drives us.
What happened? Why did you come down here? No, I believe your mom. Yep, those are the Subrovs. Wait, is that the Inquisitor? I didn't know they were freaky like that. All right, we're back. Yada 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 yada. Yeah, 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 yeah. Spooky. Be gone. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It didn't work. Don't jump on me. Ah! Oh. Hey, speedrun. That's the speedrun strat. Get killed early. Oh no, it's just gonna redo it. Okay. I thought I would automatically like skip us to the next level. Beasts and death are scared of fire. It doesn't burn for long. Is a Mara of the marshes a beast or a death? What? This is one of the, what are they called? I forget the word for them, but like they're one of the big bulls. You brought us medicine on your horns. The word vaccine is derived from vaca, meaning cow, and paid for it with your lives. Fuck you! Shane! Oh, there's fucking view, like, fucking the camera bobs now when you run. Oy, 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 stinky, stinky stew. Блядь. Ow. Alright, just to be safe, I'm not gonna talk to him again. Unless I can save. No. I guess I have to talk to him. Let's hope I have better luck.
Why do they continue to normalize death?
Do you hear those peculiar footsteps on the stairs? Ominous footsteps. I think they're coming for us. If they catch you here, there's no telling what might happen. You could even be arrested.
Oh, yes. Chief.
You should talk to them.
Always.
Yeah.
Same
I
as
think it's the only thing I
always.
can do.
I still love them, though.
Shall I continue? The ruling goes on. Your Thanatica, the nation's only laboratory specializing in novel life extension techniques, comes across as a pseudo-scientific wild goose chase, this so-called effective immortality project. Enough, I'm sick of it already. Wild goose chase, that gaggle of ossified dotards. Oh, but there's more. Has, according to a number of scientists, including Veronin Ziegler. Ziegler! The Wiggler Figler! He's in this game! Oh my god. Ziegler and Villanovich achieved significant breakthroughs. We can skip this part. There. In view of the academic council deeming it to lack any prospects whatsoever, the only rational course of action would be to suspend the research, transfer the laboratory to the purview of the Chemistry Institute, and dismiss its staff. I can recite it from memory by now. Perhaps you could retell it in verse, Platon. It would calm you down and put things in broader perspective. I won't let them. It's my life's work. I don't know to what extent you two might say the same. I'd sooner shut up! We're fucking working in here! Jesus, these people. I'd sooner lose a wife, an arm, and an eye than Thanatica. And why does it have to be now? We just got a cellular level reaction! You don't have a wife. Given the way you live, you never will. I'm married to my work. Our relationship is loving, mutually fulfilling, and unclouded by rivalry. Fine. No wife, so make it both eyes or both arms. After all, I've got you and Platon. I'll do just fine. I'll do fine with just my head. I like I like this one. Actually, there is still hope, Bachelor. If we present them that immortal man from the central step, what was his name? Shane? Ivan? Kane. Simon Kane. I don't quite remember. It was an odd name, unusual. Talking him into volunteering for a study will be a task in itself. He's an influential man, not some cowherd. For all we know, he could be a governor or a magistrate in that town. He's not immortal, but his longevity is quite unique. If his letter is to be believed, just shy of a century and a half, and he's in great health. No time, colleagues, no time. They're already climbing the stairs. Dankovsky, you need to run. There'll be no commission while you're gone. We can stall the proceedings. Go and fetch us an immortal right away. We'll tell them you're away on that trip. For once, the red tape will play into our cards. Our hands. We'll stall. Reports, audits, you name it. An appeal if all else fails. But if they find you, they'll convene and force us to testify, and we won't be able to wriggle out of it. I agree. If you leave before you're handed the ruling, it's their fault for missing you. But if you wait till afterwards, that's obstruction. They won't miss a chance to hold it against you. They'll use whatever pretext they can. What about you two? What would they want with us? You're the big name scientist, so act like it. You're the one they need. And that Sheen person is just who you need. Kane. Oh, for God's sake. Platon, shall we toss him out of the window? That's it, they're here. Hear those voices? They must be deciding whose head is hard enough to batter down the door with. Get out! The eastbound train departs in 4:15. Or at 4:15. You can make it right on time. Fine. I'll go. Oh wait, one last thing. Have a look at this while you're on your way. You've been promising to for 3 months already, but you never found the time. It's a tool for studying tuberculosis. The air humidity thing, remember? Kaufman, Gorski, and Stain. Right, those postgraduates with their heads in the clouds. It's long past time we got rid of them. How does it work? There's no time. Take their papers and read them on your way. We have more pressing issues right now. Case in point, when is report S-104 coming in? You know, the cytological... Is he trying to be funny or what? Get out, Chief. Use the back door and don't come back without your immortal. I'll be back in a week. Out comes Scutto. Out in Scutto. Ikimashou. Oh, didn't open the way. He informed on us. It's Tellman, isn't it? The bastard. I don't know who Tellman is. This is some
They'll go to any
bachelor
lengths,
lore. Oh,
Chief,
Jesus!
but our lengths are longer.
Wait, just one more thing. One more? What might that be? Take care of yourself, Chief. You're so reckless. Head always in the clouds. You don't really know how to fend for yourself, do you? Do you even care about yourself? Oh, what's the worst that could happen? We're all doomed without you. Come on, it'll be alright. Hey, no crying in the laboratory. It'll be alright. Please abide by the protocol, Seraphima. It's a fucking crazy name. Enough of this. Are you armed? I don't kill. I prolong life. You might have forgotten, but this is what our calling is. Why I'm armed with my vast intellect and a quick wit. As long as I can open my mouth, they won't know what hit him. I'm not fond of weapons. Qui gladio ferit, gladio perit. It's my obligation as a bachelor enjoyer to say everything in Latin. Daniel, are you armed? Seraphima, do you really believe this steppe is such wild country? Please just take it with you. It will come in handy. Best I can do is point it at someone and pretend it's loaded. Might not work on the bears, though. Well, at least point it then. You can be very persuasive sometimes, Chief. Best of luck to you and Platon, Seraphima. Implying he's banging his head against the wall like someone they know. Graduate students call him Daniel the Dinosaur. What? I happen to think he's just dead tired. True. He doesn't look like that in real life. He doesn't even have this haircut. Interesting. Oh, the skulls. One of many whose head will be put on a spike as a warning to the daring. In my expert opinion, this specimen looks more like a Daniil Dankovsky. They won't even mention me in the textbooks, I reckon. Not even longevity tendencies in Calyptra, Thalystry, and other bloodsuckers.
Freeze!
Fuck off. Fuck off. Don't you dare. All right. That's cool. Am I back? Yet again, Bachelor Dankovsky is banging his head against a closed door. Can't go through here. Guys? I can hear you in there. Hen-hearted vermin. You poured me cognac not 2 weeks ago. Kartsevich. Taxidermy specimen can receive any cure. Closet for visual aid. Truly they're the real immortals. He has a lovely signature too. Neat with a flourish above the first O. Vodonin is a lovely person, quite polite. It looked lovely. On his denunciation of my lab. Can't for the life of me remember what's behind there. My wits are scattered. They had no talent, they deserved it. You said nothing, Dankovsky, when these ones were closed down and evicted, didn't they? Yo, this Tekken 8 DLC is lit, right? That's what I'm saying, bro. Fucking, I love the balance changes, and the gun is really cool too. They should give every character a gun. Break the cycle, cross the circle, and you're free. Tear it apart. Oh, this is the capital. I mean,
I'm
we were at the...
Daniil Dankovsky, Bachelor of Medicine. My research into the limits of human life has brought me renown. I've devoted all my energy and remarkable intellect to combating the greatest fear that binds humanity, the inevitability of imminent death. Seeking proof of my theories, I traveled to a small, steep town to examine a person of phenomenal longevity, Simon Kane. But I walked into a trap. The moment I arrived there, an unknown disease struck the town. It devoured the town like a wildfire. Its contagion and lethality surpassed anything humanity had ever faced. And I became the only doctor standing in the way of this unprecedented pestilence.
That's not over, is it? Is that it? Cool voice actor, by the way. It's different from in Pathologic too.
And last year's demographic survey, Gorkon. Where is
Gorkon.
it even?
That's the name of the town. Let's go back to your testimony, Bachelor Dankovsky. Testimony. So this is an interrogation. Preliminary investigation. Right, my testimony. How long are you going to drag out this dramatic pause, Inspector? Let's try to remain level-headed. The ministerial inspection of your lab, Thanatica, began in early September. Your presence was required at all times. Instead, you dashed off across the country to a backwater town to bring back what might be described as... Yes, an immortal man. A person with unique longevity, or at least the results of his medical evaluation. Clear evidence that Thanatica's work had potential. I did not flee. This guy looks like a dentist. He does, doesn't he? A little bit. Yes, this town had an outbreak of some fever the scientific community had no knowledge of. As luck would have it, you were the only medical professional at the site of the event. You were forced to remain there since leaving was impossible. You led the effort to combat the disease and evidently took on some field research as well. Accurate so far? Accurate so far. Well, not inaccurate. The devil's in the details. You seem to be setting up some trap. I don't see what exactly you're trying to find out. You did not succeed. A complete failure. It goes without saying that one would be foolish to fault a medical specialist in a situation like yours. The remoteness, the lack of communication, the hostile environment, the terrible conditions for scientific work. What doctor could have possibly succeeded in those? No one blames you. On the contrary, many stop just short of saying I deliberately brought the infection to the capital. Perhaps I should have walled myself in with a lab report pinned to my corpse. Precisely. No equipment, incompetent aides, zero authority. Given I'm not an epidemiologist, I did the best I could. Oh! That's me. I'm the inspector now. I said I don't blame you, didn't I, Bachelor, for any of it? Did you hear me? Besides, you were in a state of extreme exhaustion. Add to that the stress of the whole situation around your lab. That was clearly what had to be done. You were aware as a specialist of the magnitude of the risk, were you not? Oh shit. Okay. I guess we're going back and forth, maybe? Let's butter him up a little more, That seems to be the direction we're going. Besides, that ordinance from last year? What? What is he saying? Besides, that ordinance from last year. What? I don't know what he means by that. That's better. Tell me, if you'd be so kind, what causes your suspicious unease? I wouldn't assume a guilty conscience. What, did something surprise you? Don't comment on the what. Make him feel uncomfortable. We're gonna say this. I suppose we can't rule out a setup. Too many coincidences. That letter about Simon lures me to the town. No one shows me Simon. The whole place locks down, trapping me. And while I'm left to die, Thanatica is destroyed just before a scientific breakthrough. My final hours are spent studying the sand pest. Crafty, I must admit. Looking at you from the outside, what I see is a paranoid man. An egotistical one at that. Egocentrical one at that. I see a worn out, unsure whether he's still among the living. Or a worn out man, unsure whether he's still among the living. A man disassembled. I'm trying to help you put yourself back together. I feel as if you no longer know who you are. I look at you and feel frightened, like I'm facing someone who isn't human. Are you alone, Dankovsky? My impression is of countless people occupying the same shell over these past 2 hours, one after another. What's the play here? Let me get some water. I suppose if we're trying to butter him up, this would be the way to go. I feel like as the inspector here, we're clearly not happy with Dankovsky, but you seem to be buttering up a little bit so far. Yeah, I mean, let's do this one. I don't know if it matters too much. What do you want to know? What could I have done? Or what I could have done? Alright, my first idea was quarantine. I needed time to study the disease, so I isolated patients in their homes. No, I isolated entire districts. I tried to get at least a day ahead of it. It was spreading too swiftly, and of course I ensured that no one could leave the town. And the steps you took only shortened the lifespan of this settlement. Were you always aware of the consequences of your decisions? You referred to the popular discontent? Huh? I didn't need love from them, only discipline. A difficult surgery can't be performed on a resisting patient. That's why patients get tied up, held down, or anesthetized. Every step I took was justified, or the town wouldn't have lasted those 7 days. You spent 12 days in the Gorkin area. I have my file on the desk here. You familiarized yourself with it, correct? Oh, my nose. You think so? Let's take a look at the timeline of your decisions, if you can call them that. What I'm seeing is mistake after mistake. You're too intelligent to not suspect malicious intent here, or sabotage. I got your file, bitch! the thought map! Important events happen every day. Select a day to recall what transpired. Okay! Death is victorious. That's day 12. Bachelor Dankovsky has suffered disgraceful defeat. Spasmi mortis. The town's agony nears its final rest. The plague smiles on its ruins. Ava Yan has taken her own life. Oh shit, because of you, Dankovsky. Of course it's because of you. Oh fuck. Ava Yan is the woman whose house Dankovsky stays in the games. Because he's from out of town. The army is bringing in the cannons. The powers that be have already signed the death warrant. It is your warrant. Or is it your warrant, Dankovsky? Or is it for the whole town? The town is beheaded. No more rulers, no more heirs. And the inheritance will be gone any day now. The inheritance? You mean like, fucking Isidore's inheritance? Like, I know that was a plot point in Pathologic 2. No one to count on. The Inquisitor's arrival hasn't saved the town. It has at least broken its spine. Or at last broken its spine. No more clues. Everyone who could know anything about Simon Kane's death, or if he even existed at all, is dead. That's right. I feel like, we kind of took it for granted in Harspec's campaign that Simon was even real. Conspiracy? It's as if Simon Kane never existed. The powers that be lured me to this town. They knew that what was approaching. They're using me. Day 3. This is when the plague starts. Plague in town. I've never seen such a disease before. This middle of nowhere town is doomed. They don't even have a hospital. The immortal man is dead. The whole stupid venture of mine turned out useless. What's going on day 1? Oh shit. Okay. Let's go left to right. The Polyhedron, an incredible tower is overlooking the bridge square, is closed. The entrance is boarded off, and it has no bearing on my task. This arrow is pointing to this one, so this is just saying the Polyhedron is closed. Okay. Settle in the still water. A local lady was nice enough to let me stay with her, Eva Yan. Hope. Courage, Dankovsky. This Simon Kane is your only chance to save Thanatica. No Simon Kane. I can't meet that supposedly immortal man. You went to the end of the world chasing nasty rumors, Dankovsky. Chaos and panic. People have lost their minds. It's madness out there. Stabbings, tearing clothing off corpses. They say someone important has died. Yeah, that's the Shabnak Adir. The whole town goes fucking crazy. Because they think there's a monster that killed someone important. She was screaming. Something's happening at the empty lot in one of those poor districts. Can't remember. Yeah, this is when that girl gets burned. The bearers hide their faces. Met a strange procession near the cemetery in the evening. Obnoxious little town. Interesting. Okay, do you have to look at all these? Suppose why not? Get that lore. Okay, this is connecting to Kane. Simon Kane. Do immortals die? Only if you come to visit them, Dankovsky. No need to waste any more time in this dusty little town. There was never any Simon. The Kane family are pompous fools up to their necks in naive esoterics. They must have imagined their immortal Simon. Weird. I guess this Dankovsky doesn't have a great relationship with the Kanes. The thread is severed. The station is all but dead. No trains are coming. It's like they never did. A sick dog. Little boy caught my sleeve, anxious about some mongrel. This is new. This wasn't in Pathologic 1. Is of no concern to the bachelor. He should go to the local sawbones. I swore off dealing with animals while I was still doing my resistance. But this is a quest in Pathologic 2 where you go to Noctin's warehouse because like the dogs got poisoned and that one kid with the dog mask poisoned them. Mold. The crude sprawl has a nasty smell. Do they at least have sewers here? The air's gone black. Oh shit. The factory spews some kind of soot. Olgimsky, their owner, should thank the heavens I'm not really a government inspector. Cool. Yeah, the plague is already starting to show. Alright, so this, the trains going out, is connected to this. It's not showing up white for some reason. There we go. People light bonfires. Some filth creeps down the streets, making the skin of those infected crumble like sand in 5 hours. Never seen anything like it. A meeting in the town hall. The local elites are trying to take emergency measures. They don't have a hospital in this backwater. Ridiculous. A prophet of the Kane family, Maria. I think that was her name. The Kane lass spewed some nonsense about visions in the town's approaching death. Didn't listen. That's it for that day. This isn't connected to anything that we know of so far. Sandpest is unique. No one has ever dealt with a disease like this. It's a trap. Can it be that Simon Kane has never existed? Could he have been invented to lure Bachelor Dankovsky to this backwater? And I know why. I was talking in third person. This is connected... Shit. This is connected to... Does it tell me what these are? It does! That's awesome. Right, the day 1 crazy shit. And I guess the day 3 bonfires. He somehow concludes this is a trap. I'm no puppet. They think I'll have to cure the infection if I'm stuck in here with it. I never swore the Hippocratic oath to the violators of free will. Telemann, that rat. Or is it all Telemann's doing? What is he doing to Thanatica while I'm locked in here? Again, we don't know who Telemann is. He's a guy from the capital, I suppose. Away. Escape, escape, escape by any means, at any cost. This connects to that. Oh, where is that? Oh, I guess that's the main thing for the day. That also connects to that. Day 5. No more clues. Death is one step ahead. Maria... Huh? Oh, I forgot her name is Kana. What the fuck? Okay. Maria Kana promised one of her friends would tell me about the town's fate, but all I found were some drunks mourning a corpse. I don't remember this being a thing in Pathologic 2. Or 1. It's been a long time since I played 1, so... Yeah, you didn't really talk with Maria much as the Haruspecs. I failed to escape. I was disgracefully apprehended at the station. The trap is sprung. That's connected to I have to escape. And this is connected to, yeah, her. The last Strand type game. Olgimsky's daughter told me, Capella, right? Told me the man who saw Simon Kane last hides in the warehouses. All I can do is go looking for clues. That would be... I forget if... What's his name? Ruben and the Heart of Specs. Like, if Ruben had... Like, there was a dead body he was looking after. And it was either Simon or Isidore. I don't remember which one it was. But if it's Simon's body, then this is Ruben he's talking about. And Ruben does hide in the warehouses. So that would make sense. Is cut. The last witness... Yep, I called it. Stock Ruben is dead. Yeah, there was a quest to save him and I never did. I tried like 3 times, 3 separate playthroughs in Pathologic 2. And I could never save him. It's fucked up. Okay, nothing really interesting happens here. No big conclusion, at least. The Shabnak steps. The plague spreads across the town. I see things in the infected districts. Things that are not there. Oh shit, he's going insane. They did say sanity is a more important, I guess, is a mechanic, because it wasn't a mechanic at all in Pathologic 2. The town clinging to hope. In this lack of... Excuse me. In this lack of thought, lack of power, people listen to the charlatans. They are ignorant, our people. Harspex the butcher, a local dropout. Not even a witch doctor, just a butcher. And still they believe him. The crazy changeling. Dude, he waited till day 6 to talk to these fuckers? But the beautiful girl who claims she's a saint is even worse. Oh, what? Wait. Who's that? Beautiful girl who claims she's a saint. Is he just talking about her twin, or is there... No, I think he's just talking about her twin. I don't think there was anyone... Oh, maybe Maria. Maybe Maria. I don't know. Okay, day 7. No one to count on. I don't like that it's not. There we go. Could I do that for Thanatica? Saw one of the architects of the strange polyhedron tower being questioned, the Stomatin brothers. He chose to die rather than relinquish his blueprints. Holy fuck. Okay. Oh, the polyhedron, yeah. It's okay, that's spoilers. Let's calm down here. The Kanes have no past. A relative of Simon was driven mad. What? The Olgimskys have no present. The owners of the town's main enterprise are convicted. Of what? The Sabrovs have no future. The town's governor and his wife have renounced their daughter. The changeling. Clara. Maybe. I don't think they have a real daughter. The Inquisitor is a headsman. Half the town elite's imprisoned. The other hanging in a noose. And still nothing improved. Hangman. Heels clicking. The Inquisitor's arrival will surely restore our order. Nope. Tripwires of fate. Yulia Liricheva, a logistics worker, keeps saying she could have prevented it. I don't think she could. I remember Yulia. She's like the Bachelor's homie, pretty much. They think similarly, at least. The left hand lacks the right. Olgimsky, the factory owner, doesn't have an heir anymore. What? So young Olgimsky died. Young Vlad is his name. Shit, bro, what the fuck? That's connected to, yeah. They got convicted. And that leads to something else up there. She stumbled, and she looked at the work of her own hands, and she saw that her life's work meant nothing. I assume that's the Inquisitor. Nope. Yulia. Okay, my bad. Judgment without a court. The crazed crowd didn't forgive the town's judge for failing to keep the order. That's, Georgie or Gregory, whatever his name is. Kane. 9. The tower is falling. I can hear the polyhedron creaking. It's going to collapse under its own weight any minute now. Shit. This is the day the army comes in. The reins are loose. All 3 ruling families are torn apart, broken, plowed over. The time has cast them aside. Why did I try? Governor Sabrov's wife died at the hands of a lousy doctor. Your hands, Dankovsky. Fuck. Dumbass. Heel taps of iron boots. They've sent in the army. Do they want your death, Dankovsky? Or are... Excuse me. Or are they really ready to level down this town, this pest house? 21 grams. Trying to avenge someone. A local woman named Laura Ravel killed the general. What? The army is mutinous. Wait, whoa. Whoa, what? What happened there? What the fuck? Holy shit. She killed the general. What? Trying to avenge someone. Maybe Horospex? What is his name? Why can't I just keep calling him Horospex? Fuck, something Burak. What is it? Why am I blanking on it? Isidore is his dad. God, it's been such a long time. Artemy Burak. Poor guy. I guess did he die maybe? I mean, I guess he never got over their reputation of day 2. But that was on day 1, where everyone thought he killed Simon and Isidore. Okay, what is this? Oh yeah, Ava kills herself, I suppose. Ava, the still water's owner, the only ray of sunshine in this odious town, took her own life. What have you done, Dankovsky? What have you not? Yeah, this happened in Pathologic too, I think. Her house got like... There were people out in front of it, I think. And they told me that she died. So, that adds up. No saving the people. The plague has burned almost everyone. Science can do nothing about this disease. It can't be stopped. That's the Shabnak. No stopping the people. Crowds and anarchy rule the town. Fuck, dude. You really fucked up. I'm gonna get a tissue and then I'll keep reading. I'm back. me get some water too. Okay, what happens this day? Spasmi mortis. Town's almost dead. The miracle tower tilts, cracks. Fuck. The plague triumphant. The sandpest has devoured the whole town. Shit. Crack of gunfire. Drunken army goons shoot whichever way they please. Fuck. Day 12. He fucks up. Death is victorious. Bachelor Dankovsky is dead. If we equal a man to the work of his life, huh? I assume this is just being dramatic. Death is victorious. The town is dead. Death is victorious. The immortal Simon Kane is dead. Huh? Artifacts, huh? Like, is this was some stalker shit? Alright, well, that's everything. Ah, not good, not good, Dankovsky. What have you gotten yourself into?
A bird soars high with grace and cheer, but oh, what if it falls?
The fuck are you saying, mate? Well, why are you looking at me like that? As if you're seeing this for the first time. As if this is the first time. It's not like I've been rummaging through your papers. No, not the first time. You showed me 2 hours ago, at the start of our conversation. I'm sorry, but what's written here is utter nonsense. This isn't how it happened at all. Facts lifted from their context, twisted into new ones. You know, the worst lie is a partial truth. I guess that's you know. Whatever. This is utter nonsense. You know, the worst lie is partial truth. Alright, let's look at the 5th day. Remember when you seemingly admitted the vaccine was possible? You had volunteers brought to you and inoculated them with sand pest. Are you still with me, Dankovsky? Look me in the eye. Are you here? I am here, but I'm not certainly not with you. Whose testimony do you even base this on? Who slanders my name? No. Incorrect from the start. Do you intend to provoke me with this preposterous document? What is your goal, Inspector? Look at that trembling lip. Calm your nerves. The very reason you're sitting here is so that we may find the truth, isn't it? Does it matter? You've said enough in 2 hours to not only be fired from your department, but also tried as a criminal. I won't be intimidated. I'm a doctor, a scientist. Do you hear me? I've come back from a hell the phantasms of a nightmare could never portray. And I work there as a doctor. Do you understand? A doctor! Not an exterminator or inquisitor, not a police inspector or army commander. I am a medical professional. The number of people you've personally killed already puts you ahead of many in the army and police. Fuck, dude. Killer Dankovsky. I'm not trying to intimidate you. Perish the thought. I'm sorry. I'm exhausted as well. You must have misunderstood me. You're an intelligent man, Dr. Dankovsky. One with decisive judgment. Unafraid to make mistakes and answer for them. I admire you. I get the feeling we're pounding down on him now. Not letting him rest up. So, we're going in on him. Enough with that tone. No, excuse me. Don't you grow tired of it yourself? Put this on record. That backwater didn't have a hospital. Understand? It did not have a hospital. But it did have a theater, so I repurposed it somewhat into a hospital. I studied patients there, created a vaccine. Creating a vaccine was the priority. That's what I did. I vaccinated people. You did that each day. Every day. An hour ago, you said a vaccine is impossible. And in the end, the town died out. Creating a vaccine isn't as simple as brewing a cup of tea. The disease mutated fast. The scientific community has never seen anything like it. I had to create a vaccine every day. Do you understand? A new one each time. All the while I had no equipment, no lab. I had to improvise new methods in a matter of minutes. A hospital. You know what? I believe you, but I need more details. Facts. A theater. Let's talk more about the 5th day after you arrived. Records from the 5th day state that out of 780 patients vaccinated, 412 died. Time travel. Day 5, in which the Bachelor winds up and the people winds up, winds up. I didn't get to read that. Today. 3rd one at the hospital. The plague runs rampant. I still hope to find a vaccine, but for now, only the quarantine protects people. It's good to be back. Outside lies the steppe town I never should have come to, but I will have to work. But I have work to do inside. Diagnose the sick. Tragedian. Signor? Huh? You're here. Upon the stage once more. The man who made a hospital out of the theater will have eyes on him aplenty. Do you know what the orderlies behind your back are whispering? No, what are they saying? I don't care about gossip, so long as it doesn't distract the orderlies from their duties. I still can't believe that the miserable little town didn't have a hospital till I showed up. What are they saying? They say you have a seesaw on your head. They picture you as a man atop a board, atop a barrel, gun in hand, aiming as you roll and teeter to and fro. A seesaw inside my head. Maybe the rumors have a little truth to them. Quit distracting me with idle chatter. Extremes, Segnir. What is... I don't know what that word is. Extremes can kill you dead. One moment, mired in apathy. The next, in mania, trying to do everything at once. You're caught between your pounding heart and your two hesitating feet. A man of impulse, yet sometimes paralyzed. That there is your seesaw. Fair enough criticism, but how else could I be? Excuse me. Hard not to veer into extremes when a whole town is being consumed by a novel disease. This is all just speculation. As we stand here in the old theater, let me play the doctor and prescribe balance, the golden mean. Though you may yet be swept to Scylla, Scylla, or to Charybdis. And even now, what do you feel? As soon as you approach the sick, indifference and gloom begin to burden you. Yes, I feel as though I'm already exhausted, already anticipating failure. The thought alone drains my strength. You're exaggerating again. If I were so easily depressed as to be catatonic, I wouldn't even have started this conversation. So much talking with no practical use. Give me your impression of a prescription, if you fancy yourself a doctor. With me you would, for I am but a player, a figment only of your mind. Indeed, Signor, you hardly speak when your heart races, or when your mind has gone too quiet. Is it really that noticeable? I need to keep this unfortunate inclination in check. The strongest treatment is right here. The same we use to numb the hopeless sick. These drugs may work for you as well, but mind that as you take them, you become accustomed to them, and you'll need more and more each time. I am perfectly aware of that. Isn't that an extreme measure? I didn't expect I'd be choosing between using medication on myself or on a patient. But there are other ways as well. A drink and a smoke, perhaps. Things you may not expect can stabilize you. To warm yourself by the fire, or wash yourself in cool water. Even the time is moving! I'm in a conversation! It was 9:45, alright? Now it's 9:47. Oh wait, does it move like Disco Elysium? I bet that's how it works. Let's check. Sorry. A little tired. Even kicking a trash bin in frustration. You will know what helps you best. You are a scientist, so experiment. Quite an experiment, measuring the psychological effect of kicking cans. I will be sure to report my findings to the capital. Yes, I should be looking to keep myself together with the bare minimum. I can't afford to lose focus when dealing with patients. Thank you, Thespian. It is easy to forget the simplest things. Fuck you. It does work like Disco Elysium. And yet it wouldn't hurt to take some pills with you. Who knows what madness lies ahead? Take something from the hospital supplies. Besides the other fronts you struggle on, there is the struggle with yourself, Signor. What could be harder? You could have just said... you could have just said... Miris curate ipsum. I remember, and I dread. You actors do love to exaggerate. Ay, you suck up. Mind state health. Outer scale represents your mind state. Increasing mania is... Hold on. Increasing mania is indicated by the scale going clockwise. Okay, increasing apathy, counterclockwise. Avoid both extremes. Use consumables in your inventory to combat that. The inner scale represents your health. Okay, so I'm in full apathy mode right now. Oh, fuck me, dude, look at this! Oh, a poison. Whoops, which is the same as medicine. Invigorating in small doses. Addictive. With each use, the effect becomes weaker. Mania plus 70. I don't know what, like, the bar means, so. Tobacco. It's believed that cigarettes have a calming effect, but in fact, nicotine is a stimulant. Addictive. Yeah, okay. Camphor. Stimulant. A rubefacient. Causes irritation just like everything in this damn place. Bromide. Increases inhibition in the cerebral cortex. In other words, dulls the brain. Sometimes it's exactly what I need. Theater begins with the cloakroom. The hospital ends with it. Okay, time is a-ticking. Is there even a reason to talk? Apathy. Oh shit. Okay. That's sick! Okay, because I'm so apathetic, I can't talk to him. So... Let's roll one up. I don't know how much 10 is, but we'll find out.
Think, damn it.
Okay, I didn't do much. I'm still apathetic. I need to fucking down some Stirshine.
Weird, but tolerable.
Wait, I only had one? Oh shit. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. That's okay. Oh yeah, the bottom number is how much you have. The top number is how much it does. Oh, it's Sava Kremenets, number 72. I'm an orderly on quarantine duty. What are your instructions? Sava Kremenets 72 quarantine sounds familiar. What were you doing yesterday? Right, Sava Kremenets, here are your orders. Take a dozen trusted people with you. I'm reassigning you to the cemetery. Burials, ceremonies, all that. You're dismissed. You have a family, right, Sava? Here are my orders. Take off that ridiculous costume, take your family, and hide somewhere in the steppe with them. Real. We cleared out this place like you ordered. Remember the size of the crowd that showed up yesterday? You said a hospital's for doctors, not the sick. What are you on about? I never said that. No, this won't do. Allow me to correct you. I said we needed space to work. I said the sick ward was going to be at the station now, and this place would be a research facility. That was what I said. Correct. The school bell is for the teachers, not the students. Parliament is no place for debate. Medical science is not for the people. Cura te ipsum. Basically, those who have the Senpest are beyond help. They're supposed to go to the general sick ward at the station to die. You had us give them morphine, laudanum, lead, and whatever else eases their pain. And the patients you wanted us to bring here were the rare ones who hadn't died within 5 hours and could even still walk. That is correct. The ones we're going to work with. I'm afraid that this is how history will record my orders, even though I meant something else entirely. Right, listen up from now on. Kindly record everything I say verbatim, to the letter. Is that clear? I'll be checking. What a dick. I'm here to raise a collective complaint, Doctor. These cloaks, they're very uncomfortable, sir. They make it hard to use your hands, and you can't see a damn thing through the mask. On top of that, we have to burn them every night, because each time we've been into an infected area... For starters, introduce yourself properly. What can we do? There's nothing else we can use. But the town theater has a warehouse's worth of these costumes. Enough to last us a lifetime, given our current life expectancy. On the upside, they're making you very visible. They also grant you a gravitas that commands respect and raises your prestige as volunteer orderlies. Introduce yourself. Judas Maccabeus. No number. I'm not some item you could use. I see. You're well read. That may come in useful if you stop it with the bad manners. I'll put you on statistics duty. What means my name to you huh? What means my name to you indeed? I can see you aspire to heroic deeds, Judas Maccabeus. What's in a name? That which we call Rosebud. Any other name will smell just sweet. What a fucking prick. Marat Tikeikin. Number 28. Started my shift at 10. What's our plan for today, Doctor? The vaccine, obviously. We were unsuccessful yesterday and the day before. Therefore, today's plan remains the same. There's only ever one plan. Every effort goes towards the vaccine. Right now, we're going to identify the strain. Out of the 780 vaccinated patients from the past 3 days, how many have died? Give me a second. 401. I thought it was 412. We've been catching those longs as you instructed. What? You know, the rare cases where they get infected but resist the sand pest for a long time. The longs, yes. Makes sense. We've got 3 again for today, over there on the platform, the stage. Just 3? Shame. Well, at least we'll be done quickly. Ah. What the hell? I told you yesterday that they are to be kept separate. No contact between them. How is that unclear? I hope none of them are faking it. Yesterday, you lot brought in no less than a dozen enthusiastic pretenders. Oh, of course it was clear. Why wouldn't it be? But what do we do with them now, though? Shall I take them away? There's no point now, idiots. Shit, that's a lot of words. Doctor, last night we had a chat amongst ourselves, and there's something we don't get. What's, like, the point of figuring out what those longs are sick with, besides the sand pest? They're gonna die either way. How does it help us if we figure out that they also have anemia, or, I don't know, measles, on top of the earthen plague, I mean? You wouldn't understand it. You wouldn't understand. It's difficult to explain. Takes a long time, too, and we're pressed for that. To make things as simple as possible... Oh, fuck me. The body wages wars. Whenever there is a disease, it sends its soldiers into battle. Sometimes those soldiers help fight other diseases along the way, including undiagnosed ones. It might seem like the more disease a person has, the sooner their strength is drained. But that isn't the case. On the contrary, one disease can sometimes suppress another one. We make each day's vaccine from those who are fighting off the current strain of the sand pest, the strain of the day. Do you understand? You're dismissed for now, number 28. Fuck you! Hello, folks. Let's see what we got here. Patients must be questioned, examined, and their symptoms recorded in the casebook. They have glasses now! Yakov Little. Could it be yesterday's technique has proved to be the right one? As your assistant... He's my assistant. As your assistant, it's my duty to inform you that among the recipients of yesterday's vaccine, there appears to be 0 mortality. That is to say, no notification so far. Really? Because that's not what the orderly told me. That doesn't really tell us anything yet. But let's assume at least some have avoided the infection. It's a real shame we can't put them under proper observation in an isolation ward. It would have simplified things a lot. You're not my assistant, Mr. Little. More of an extra pair of shoulders with no great burden to bear. Give me a report of what you've done in the meantime. While you were away, I tried my hand at diagnosing, using your procedure. Did you? I'm intrigued. I do hope you didn't mistake measles for pneumonic plague, colleague. So I noted down symptoms using your approach. I crossed off illnesses based on the principle of impossible combinations. But I didn't really get anywhere. You know, sometimes I try to think like you do. I give it my best try at that. I do this just so I can understand you just a little. What is he on about? And I fail every time. The way your hands work is a complete mystery to me. Do you have the anamnesia? What the fuck kind of roast was that? You know, sometimes I try to think to try to think like you do. I give it my best try at that. I do this just so I can understand you a little. And I fail every time. The way your heads work is a complete mystery to me. Do you have the amnesia? Oh, fuck. What does that word mean? Could you remind me? I don't think I can recall it. You mean epic... I'm too tired. I went straight to physical exam. I don't think there's any point in interviewing them. They don't know the first thing about themselves. Oh, shit. I'm so tired. Look, why are you being so cold and snappy with me? I'm not a doctor, you know, just a one-time medical enthusiast. That was why I volunteered to help you. I'll say it again. Getting the patient's medical history, or anamnesia, yeah, is your first priority. There are strictly 3 steps. Step 1, interviewing the patient. It always comes first. No matter how tongue-tied or confused they are, no matter how much they get wrong, the information is priceless. Even if they're straight up lying, it's still important. Just like if you were an investigator or a detective. But I'm no Pinkerton, unlike you. But that's what they do. They lie all the time. Those people we interviewed yesterday and 2 days ago, not a word of truth from any of them. Yes, you were somehow managing to learn useful things even from their lies, but I have no idea how. Water. Step 2, the exam. This part requires your utmost attention. And when we take note of anything suspicious, we do it in the context of what the patient has told us. Any trifling bodily detail, a scratch, a bruise, a birthmark, might turn out to be important. Turn out to be important. Got it. Still, this requires experience. Everyone is built different. That's the thing with these local lowlifes. They don't have an undamaged spot on them as it is. And step 3, if required, a careful inspection of the surroundings the patient lived in, especially if you feel they're being coy, evasive, hiding something. In a word, lying. Reticence is never without a reason. That's when it becomes a good idea to go and inspect their home. Talk to their neighbors and family. It always adds to the picture. Do you understand? But it takes loads of time and effort. And you keep saying we don't have a minute to waste. It sounds like a job for a sleuth, not a doctor. I'm not demanding that you read minds. All I expect is focus, attention to detail, and knowing when to ask a question, instead of jumping to an answer as usual. Every good doctor is a good sleuth, except the culprits we catch tend to be slyer and scarier. I'll show you. Observe and memorize. I won't be around forever. New personal file. Lutta, Finch, and Filat. What's my mind map? J, I think. Patient's charts. The orderlies brought 3 more people in. They're... I apologize. I didn't get much sleep last night. Their diagnoses will get me closer to creating a vaccine. Time to get started. First of today's patients believes she is healthy, but feeling well proves nothing on its own. Oh! Hello, Specs!
Huh?
Hello. Damn, look at you. I like the high-res face model. Fuck yeah. Look at him go. It looks broken, Erdem. Oh, the mini-scope's broken! What did you want with it, Burak? It's not broken, you just don't know how to use it. Please keep your bare paws off that precious instrument. Made any major advances on the vaccine of yours, Oinon? I almost said onion. Woohoo! Good thing I didn't. They say precision instruments help with that kind of thing. Alright, touche. You sure are quick with your snappy retorts. Let's not rehash that whole whose medicine works argument all over again. Or have you managed to create a serum from your herbal infusions yet? Eh, colleague? Major enough. As a matter of fact, I believe today's work will be decisive. In our situation, every day is decisive. But so far, the days, not we, have been making all the decisions. What's with the pessimism? Did you pick that up from me? Wordplay is not your strong suit, Budak. You should stick to quipping in your mother tongue. Hanarudni Kurshin. Yes, that is much better. I've done the autopsies for you already. Numbers 1 and 3 had the gunk in their lungs. Number 2 had it in her bronchia. Are you saying it's pulmonary now? I don't know what that means. I'm not saying it's anything. I do the cutting while you do the thinking, right? I have my own storyline, where I'm going to do what I deem right. And you'll only have a small part to play. What a bombastic way to put it. But I'll remember that. And drop by your storyline sometime, though I doubt it will be useful. For your storyline, as you call it, you could spend your spare time working here. Though honestly, I'd advise you to save those hours for sleep. It's not like my part here has been very significant so far either. Oh, you and your storyline. Burak! Fuck yeah. Alright. You first. Or I guess you first. Luta. I'm healthy, just so you know. I don't have anything. Why did they bring you here, then? That's for the autopsy to tell, my dear. Sorry, I meant to say examination. Look all you want, but I don't know what you're looking for. I looked for some sores on me myself. Couldn't find any, though. Did you have a reason to look for them? Did you suspect something? Self-treatment. How ordinary. I had a fever, that's why. 2 days of it. For no reason. But I'm better now. And I had no scratches on my skin. No yellowing, no sandpaper scratchiness. No drought of the mouth. What circumstances preceded this fever? You're certain there was nothing on your skin. Sandpest manifests on the skin first. The fever comes later. Have you been to the isolation ward? Our house was cleared. Our house was cleared out after the infection came. People went straight where... What? People were sent wherever there was space. Comfort is a luxury right now. Some were lucky and ended up in an empty living room. Some got an attic or a cellar. Us, we were put in a boiler room. When it reached our street, they rounded up the whole caboodle of us to the isolation ward. A boiler room, you say? Was it turned on? Of course, the air was so stuffy in there, I tell you. But there was a silver lining. No sickness can survive that hellfire. Your sun fever is easily explained, then. Convincing, but I'll still need to examine you. Please undress there behind the screen. Oh god, I hope this is what the streamer mode is for. Yes, it is. Physical exam. The patient must be examined and their symptoms added to the casebook. Open the casebook N, and this can also be done during the examination. Very pale skin. Rarely leaves her home. Not much time in the sun. BPM is 65 beats per minute. I assume that's what it means. Use right mouse click to rotate the camera. Oh shit. Casebook. First, select the patient's suspected symptoms, then choose the apparent diagnosis. Some symptoms may be incorrect. Select the patient's suspected symptoms. Okay. 33. Married. Shopkeeper. 5th day of the plague. Residence flank. Smoker. Okay. Fever. I don't know. I can't click on those or anything. Suspected symptoms: diarrhea, vomiting, and nausea, belching, poor appetite, heartburn. Oh, these are all the possible symptoms. Okay. She just has fever. So many. Photophobia. Huh? What does that mean? The fear of images? Whoa. Fever. I should have paid more attention during the whatever. Okay, these are the it's like fucking Phasmophobia, where you gotta pick the right one. But of course, they could be lying. Okay. Okay. I guess that's all we can do here. More pale skin. Okay. I can zoom in at different spots. What is that? We'll get to that. Hematoma. Maybe she bumped into something. Maybe it's a symptom. I should ask her where the bruise came from. For sure. Can you... Reverse arms. Okay. Looks fine. I don't know what that is. I think that's just the lighting. Legs. Don't see anything. Don't see anything. Okay. Huh. I don't know if I should note down the arm marks or what that would even be here. You done with the exam, doctor? Why are your eyes kind of yellow? Can I go now? Absolutely not. An examination with no questions asked can only happen at a morgue. I may have missed something. Let's look again. Wait for me here. I'll come back to you later. I told you everything the last time, but if you say so, you're the doctor. Allow me to call my assistant in. I'll use your example to show him how to proceed during an appointment. Come here, Mr. Little. Let's fill in this patient's record together. So at least a modicum of knowledge settles in place in your head. Jesus. You called me, Mr. Dankovsky? I'm here and ready to heed. So, Mr. Little, we have a patient here. She's claiming to be in good health, despite having had a fever a few days ago. Do we take her word for it? Fuck. Of course, distrusting people is no way to live. Well, if she had a fever, there must be a reason for it, and we have to find it. Why quiz me? You decide what gets done and it gets done. You decide what gets done and it gets done. You're the boss and I'm the clueless minion. Remember this, a patient's self-evaluation may be incorrect. That's why you must ask specific questions about the symptoms, about what's come up during the exam, and about the patient's circumstances in daily life. I think I get it, in theory. God knows how it plays out in practice. Questions, questions. But how do you connect the answer to a diagnosis? Oh, God. I'll demonstrate. Observe and learn, Mr. Little. I won't be around forever. The patient is running a temperature, in other words, a fever. Open my casebook, look up fever, and tell me how many conditions was it listed as a symptom of. Wait a second. Gee, 8 of them. 8 diagnoses fit the bill. It's a frequent symptom, which means that you have to find others and narrow down the search. Then do it again and again until you're left with just one verdict. This, Mr. Little, is what's known as a differential diagnosis. The name is self-explanatory. We differentiate between similar things to find the only correct solution to our problem. That's terrible. I don't know why it's terrible. Both of those are really weird responses. Let's get down to it then. You look pale, ma'am. Has your skin been like this since birth? Or is this pallor recent? It's not like I get to look in the mirror a lot, living in a boiler room and all, but I don't think I've ever been pale. Rich do-nothings are pale. Me, I'm a commoner. So pallor isn't typical for you, remarking that as a symptom. Mr. Little, add pallor to the fever in the record. What do we get? A mere 2 conditions, down from 8. It's like magic! I'm sorry, Mr. Dankovsky, I can't look at the manual and follow your line of thought at the same time. No, Mr. Little is smart. A single symptom. Pallor eliminated 6 out of our 8 candidates. We're left with a choice of just 2. Excuse me. Where did this hematoma come from, my good lady? I mean the bruise over here, next to your wrist. Did you bump into something? Or is there someone who batters you? Don't worry, there's nothing to be embarrassed of when seeing a doctor. I'm not embarrassed. A bruise? Well, that's news to me. I've never seen it before. And I can't remember anything like what you're talking about. I certainly wasn't beaten up. I must have bumped into something myself and forgotten about it with all the fuss. The boiler room is dark and cramped. That's probably where the bruise is from. Mr. Dankovsky, I'm seeing this hematoma, this fancy bruise on your list. But if the patient got it from bumping into something, that's not the kind of bruise we're looking for. Are you with us, Mr. Little? Pay attention. She doesn't remember how she got the bruise. She can only guess. The manual provides a more detailed description of the illness for a situation like this. What causes it, who's susceptible, etc. It can give us useful clues. I'm familiar with that. Susceptible means the high-risk groups, right? Got it. When in doubt, read about the condition in detail. Practicing medicine takes more than checking symptoms against a list of schoolboy's diligence. Huh? Against a list with a schoolboy's diligence. Oh, man. I'm sorry I'm so tired. I'm still gonna play this game. Because this is the game of all time. Here's one way to do it. Tell me, my good lady, do you garden? Do you grow anything? Anything at all, from roses to cucumbers? Cucumbers? Roses? I'm not following you at all, Doctor. No, I've never liked digging and shoveling earth and all that. You gotta remember what town you're in, Dankovsky. There, Earth. Does the boiler room you've been relocated to have an earthen floor by any chance? That's right, it does have an earthen floor. The boiler room isn't really suited for living in. But in these times, I'd be ungrateful to complain. How did you guess, Doctor? About the earthen floor? So why do we need that little detail? Why does the floor matter of all things? Oh, don't waste your sharp mind on that. I'm going to say this one. It's simple. All kinds of things can be found in your logical soils. Local soils. Including microorganisms capable of disrupting circulation. Hence the pallor. The bruises were not caused by trauma. A hematoma appears when blood vessel walls are damaged, either by an external force or, as in this case, an illness. And the infection can be contracted from contact with earth. We found our diagnosis. You're a genius, Mr. Dankovsky. Stop it with the idolizing. In a couple more days, you'll have gotten the gist of it, at the very least. We're lucky to have a simple and clear case on our hands. I can foresee it going to get worse from here. But have you picked up on the logic? What to do in what order? Interview, examine, follow-up interview. Then you consult the casebook. Bravo to you, anyway. You are a true master of medicine. So the patient has the sandpest alongside... what's the other diagnosis? I've talked you through it all. You can finish it yourself. The symptoms are fever, pallor, and a bruise. Put them together, and you'll get your result. I'm going to fill in the patient's record now, and then you can read my verdict. What about me, Doctor? Where am I to go? Where am I to go now? What happens next? Thank you for the opportunity to do a very educational physical exam. You can't teach medicine without actual patients. You'll remain here under observation, and your blood will be used for the vaccine. There's hope that everyone can benefit from this. Nice. Alright, which one to use next? Loot. I suppose I finish it in the casebook, right? Making diagnosis. Select all relevant symptoms and choose the diagnosis. Do your paleness hematoma or hematoma. Oh, those already. I guess I read all these. Paleness, no hematoma. Wish I could. Hematomas. Paleness. Anemic vasculopathy. Anemic vasculopathy. An infectious disease caused by microorganisms from steppe soil entering the bloodstream. Cases of airborne transmission are also reported but require confirmation. The infection leads to anemia, which can manifest as patient pallor, muscle weakness, and weight loss. Occasionally, patients may experience localized bleeding and hematomas. Acute cases display burst capillaries on the eyes and high fever. Damn. Risk groups. peasant plowmen, grave diggers, and other various types of people working with soil. Makes sense. Got your diagnosis. Dankovsky. I gotta sign it. To confirm the diagnosis, hold X, then you can close the casebook. Dankovsky. Fuck yeah, dude. Physical exam done. I need to write down the results in my casebook, then discuss them with the patient. Amnesia collected. Time to diagnose. Diagnosed. I'll clear here off to the next patient. Cool. Patient 2. You, sir? Are you gonna burn me? Where'd you get that idea? Even if you are going to be burned, I promise you won't be burned alive. No slow, excruciating roasting. It's not exactly a secret. The whole town thing... The whole... Huh? Sorry. The whole thing is like putting out a wildfire. If someone's house is under suspicion, it's torched. If someone sneezes, the entire town's district is sealed off. Sick and healthy folks alike. And when there's doubt with a healthy person... It's the isolation ward. Then those who do have the scent pest are marched off and burned. Necessary measures, that regrettably so. What were your ailments before the epidemic broke out? That is not true. We do nothing of the sort. I didn't have any. Constitution of an ox. Really? None. A cold, maybe? Weak spells, fainting, rashes, or mottled vision? Or the occasional itch? Mr. Tiny here told me I could be useful to you. Before I die, that is. Said you could find something inside me that slows the pest down. So go ahead, find it. What do you need? Do you want to draw some blood from me? Alright then. Where did they bring you in from? I walked in here, from home. Cut it from my neighbors. Knew as soon as the skin on my chest started peeling away. So I waited a day. The neighbors' screams stopped in the middle of the night. I went to check on them in the morning and they were all dead. Me, though, I was alive and walking. And now I'm here. Why do you need to know that, doctor? It might come in useful. What's your vocation? Any minute detail can reveal something. Let's continue. Do you have a family? You truly are an honorable person. I admire your courage. I'm a dyer. Been breathing in poisons for 5 years now. One day it's red, the next is blue, then yellow. Could that be why this fever of yours doesn't do anything to me? That's not very likely. Take off your clothes and let's do an examination. Toxic pigments. It's a possibility. What do you mean, fever of mine? You're more of its owner than I am. 124. Fuck me. That was like my heart rate last night. That peeling skin he mentioned. Unlikely to be the stone disease. Most likely eczema. Heartbeats too fast. But that could be a personal trait. Eczema. Burning fever or hepatitis. Drinks in moderation. Okay. Show me your back. Clean. Show me your arms. Clean. I want to give him a high five, but I can't pan the camera down. Looks clean. Now this is interesting. His skin is yellowed. Is something wrong with the liver? On his leg, though. Why? Yellowing of the skin. Hepatitis. Liver necrosis. Oh shit. Can be caused by viral infection. It can also develop in individuals who abuse alcohol or drugs. The prehistoric. Are his eyes yellow? We'll have to take a look. The prehistoric phase of hepatitis is characterized by weight loss, nausea, and diarrhea. Sometimes skin itching and eczema occur. The hysteric phase is marked by jaundice, with previous symptoms gradually regressing. The patient complains of pain in the liver area, poor hygiene, and substance abuse, significantly increasing the risk of death. Fatal disease. Risk groups: alcoholics, drug addicts, people with autoimmune diseases. Or he drinks too much. Yeah. Well, let's talk to him. Have you sorted it out, doctor? Will it be useful in your remedies? My vaccine? It's a vaccine I'm working on, and please allow me a couple of clarifying questions so I can be certain of your diagnosis. It's the plague, of course, the sandpest thing, isn't it? The plague, yes, but there's another condition that's prolonging your life. You said it yourself. Your neighbors didn't survive the night, but you're still holding up it admirably. And that's what I'm talking about. Your second diagnosis will show how your body is fighting the sandpest. Well, blow me down. 2 ailments making me healthier than if I only had one. Had only one? But you know best, doctor. What did you want to question me? What did you want to question me, right? Question all you want. You complained that the skin on your chest was peeling. It was here, right? The skin on your foot is yellowing. Liver conditions could cause this. Have you ever noticed anything like that? Yellowing? On my foot? That's dye, doctor. I'm a dyer. A tub spilled once. Here's the burn. It's old and it's healed over time. It's smaller and paler than before. Well, thank you. That clarifies things. We can rule out liver disease then. Nope. I don't trust it. Yakov, little. Where is he when he's needed? He should be a symptom. He should see a symptom disproven. He's always putting all sorts of things into the chart, then disorganizing every disease in the world. I don't know if we can actually write it off, but... Is that all? Have you got more questions? You complained about the skin on your chest was peeling. It was here, right? On the very middle. I knew right away. Skin turns nasty when you're plagued, right? Eczema. That much is obvious. This symptom can indicate one of 2 diseases. Now to tell them apart. More questions? Ask away, doctor. Let me take another look at you. You might overlook something. Heartbeat's too fast. And the yellowing of the skin. Huh. The game is telling me it's just an old chemical burn scar. Okay. Maybe... Let's check my mind map. Physical exam done. Should just remember to write down the symptoms I found in the casebook and discuss them with the patient afterwards. Anamnesia collected. I've been saying it wrong the whole time. Anamnesis. Whoops. Strike out the false symptom. Keep the real ones, and I can diagnose. Is it really a false symptom, though? So cross that off. So burning fever. What is this? Hallucinations, headache. Okay. Jesus. A highly contagious disease caused by the caused by the neurolacera virus transmitted through contact and breathing. Initially, the disease presents with fever, headache, and abdominal pain. Later, ulcers and eczema appear on the skin. Itchy, herpetic rashes are observed. The patient experiences psychosis. Shit. Frequent fatal outcomes among densely living and working populations. Risk groups, people living in crowded conditions, people living in unsanitary conditions. Let's go talk to Little. I guess I can't. Okay. Okay, never mind. Oh shit, the time! Okay. I don't know. The game is telling me it's just an old chemical burn scar. I don't know why. I suppose Dankovsky was convinced by it. So, I'm just gonna go with it. It should be burning fever then. I suppose so. I guess we'll try it out. Oh yeah. Diagnosed. Another verdict is pronounced. One last patient remaining today. Third patient, a guard of the termitary. Oh shit. The factory's shelter. Locked before the epidemic. I should ask what's happening there while I'm at it. You! Oh sh... Why is his face out of focus? I don't like that. Filat. And that's the story of my life in times up to the present moment. But why do you want all these details from me? A half hour's worth of talking and it was all besides the point. I thought you'd be interested to know why the sandpest can't get me, because I certainly find that fact interesting. I'd even say amazing. None of what you told me was beside the point. Everything was important, especially your chickenpox at age 6. Good to know. I'm interested too. Your blood may save about 400 people by tomorrow morning, but only if I can correctly identify your other illness. As Associate Professor Mavsky would have put it, yours is the kind of curriculum vitae we're looking for. That said, it has a few obscure spots. You sure you're not overstating my importance, Doc? I'm not. I'd rather you not call me Doc. Right. Olgimsky corked the termitary shut. And you've been guarding it for, is it 6 days? Since Tuesday? Alright, let me ask you this then. What time of day do you feel worse than usual? I'm gonna ask you about the termitary. Get the lore. This is the 3rd time you're asking me. May I ask why you distrust me so? So they locked down the termitary to prevent a strike, but that defies all logic. Does it though? The termitary is a town within the town, almost 300 workers, and what did your authorities fear that made them lock up so many people inside? You said the termitary has been shut down in order to shield its residents from infection. Does that mean they knew there'd be an epidemic? Right, so there's this whole thing in the game about whether the termitary was locked down because the Olgimskys knew about the sandpest or not. And if they, did, that means, they might have some involvement in it, but so I'm not sure I want to reveal that information. The public information is just that it was a strike. Are you quite sure that everyone inside is healthy? Is there no way the disease could sneak in? Who knows? At first they said there'd been a blowout of some kind of sweet soot. It settled on the walls later. It looked like mold. Well, the kin was worried. They're like bees in how they respond to things. As soon as one makes a noise, the rest are unquiet as well. There was a mighty buzz in the hive, perhaps on account of the poisonous soot. Conditions are tough at the cannery, you know. What's going on there now? They're shouting. Lots of clamor. And a nasty kind of clamor, too. It's what you'd expect. They're not having a great time stuck in there like pickles in a jar. No regular meals, not enough drink to go around either. The place is, after all, a poorhouse. Our fat man treats people like cattle. Getting through the day is a struggle. Small wonder why they're slamming into walls. If it was up to me. If it were up to you, then what? So they're disgruntled. One does wonder why that would be. The Olgimskis call them worms, don't they? The fucking Odongs. The venerable Vlad describes your primordial kin to me as being essentially beasts. You can't lock up living creatures against its will. It's how you turn people into proper beasts. But try so much as hinting at trying at that to our Olgimsky yes men. They're dead drunk on power. It used to be all right working with them, but now I can't stand those guardsmen. Let's get some water. There are excuse me. Ooh, I have popcorn right here. I was about to say I'm really hungry. I'm probably gonna stop stream soon anyways because I'm really tired. But let's have some popcorn first. There are times when you have to put a free creature under lock and key, save for its own safety. All right, let me ask you this then: what time of day do you feel worse than usual? All the time. I used to be as hardy as a bull wrangler, but now I have trouble even standing up for long. I get drowsy. My knees give out. It's embarrassing. I feel like I'm failing everyone. Have you been easily fatigued like this for a long time? Or is this condition of yours progressing? I don't take a great interest in my own person, Doctor. Got enough people to spend my attention on as it is. But I have trouble doing my job because of this. It's a rugged man's job. Disrobe down to your undergarments, my good guardsman. I'm going to examine you. And since you're so preoccupied with my work as a security guard, here's my advice to you, Doctor. You're being too heavy-handed. This lockdown of yours is making people seethe. And a cauldron can only seethe for so long before the lid flies off, even if you screw it down. Well, since I'm not a great big stack of shiny coin, not everyone is going to like me. I certainly would take note of this pertinent critique if I had any other opinions. Skin redness. $68. Nothing. The veins are definitely damaged. The question is, how old is the damage? Poor guy. Yeah. Is there a thing for that? Vein damage. Twyron syndrome. Whoa. Infections caused by microorganisms found in twire sprouts and produce products derived from twire, or a consequence of abusing twire-based alcohol products, Twyron. Patients experience muscle weakness, sweating, depressed mental state, migraines, and dizziness. He feels like he's failing everyone. Often accompanied by gastrointestinal symptoms. After 8 to 12 hours of exacerbation, hallucinations, photophobia, and seizures frequently manifest. Okay, maybe not. Allergic reactions such as skin reddening / yellowing may occur. In more severe cases of intoxication, twirin, epileptic seizure occur. In extreme cases, it can lead to breathing difficulties, coma, and death. Risk groups, alcoholics, and inhabitants of the steppe. Weakness. Okay. Let's ask some more questions. Second patient interview. You've noted a symptom that you can ask the patient about. Cool. Once more, I need to write the symptoms down, then ask the patient if I understood him correctly. I hope I can be done with this quickly. Yeah, I've spent fucking 2 hours in here. Let me go, will you, doctor? I don't understand all this commotion about me. What makes me so special? Besides, I've got work to do. Work? I'm sorry, but you're going to have to forget about your work for now. You must remain at the hospital. I used to guard locked up people, and now I've been locked up myself. That's life for you, isn't it? That's the kind of joke life plays. You have no idea how sick I am of the jokes life plays. It's not the same, frankly. I don't see the point of the termitary lockdown. It's desperation from the Olgimskis. Meanwhile, here you can serve the common good through the vaccine. There's nothing to debate here. You can't stop a plague outbreak without putting strict measures in place. Oh, I was just musing to myself. What do you want me to do? Do I need to give blood, or maybe take a pill? Or drink my water. His skin is a little red around his cheeks. Before we get to the blood and the pills, there'll be more questions. Are you ready to answer a few? The weakness you reported accompanies too many different ailments. I must have clarity on the rest of your symptoms. That's about the same thing. I told you my entire life story, doctor, and you still want more? Ask away, then. How long have you had those red spots on your skin? The veins on your legs don't look very healthy. Have you ever noticed that before? Never had clear skin, me. It's not a clear skin life over here. Although, let me think. Actually, yeah, those spots you're pointing at are brand new. Huh. But you hadn't noticed them yourself. Well, I suppose that's asking far too much from a worn-out commoner. So I'm keeping the reddening as a symptom on your record. This narrows it down to 4 possible diagnoses. What's that you're muttering, doctor? The veins on your legs don't look very healthy. Have you ever noticed that before? My legs? They're that way from all the time I spend standing up. It's my job as a security guard. 16 hours of standing every day, and Olgimsky won't spare a stool for us to sit down. Says it's not the proper way. Bad for discipline. Damn, bro. The way they run that meat processing place is quite something. They treat people like cattle. Working as a guard can easily cause a mundane case of varicose veins. On the other hand, at least 3 promising diagnoses on the vaccine front can manifest as vein issues. It's imperative to ascertain whether this is a genuine symptom or a false one. You're quite lost in thought, doctor. Am I really that complicated? Can't wrap my head around little old me being at the center of this brouhaha, huh? There is a syndrome that fits the description, but it mostly affects drunks, twirin. So I'd like to ask you, good sir, do you consume alcohol? Do you use it on a regular basis? In what quantities? A quantity best described as God forbid. In my line of work, you must be alert. So my basis hasn't been regular since last year. Quite the contrary, I've been abstaining. Can't stand a drinker myself. Are you being honest with me? This is a crucial question, not one to evade. Your moral fiber is of no concern to me. To drink or not to drink is a personal choice. Mine is a purely medical interest. Your diagnosis depends on it. Do you understand? Your diagnosis. As far as I'm concerned, you're just 5 liters of blood packed into a person. I'm telling you, it's not regular. I don't have the habit, period. Huh. No, I can't in good conscience put my stamp on a diagnosis. Here, let's take a look first. I'll be back soon. Not all symptoms have been selected. Carefully examine the patient, select the missing symptoms from the case book, and ask the patient about them. Alcoholic suspected. Let me examine you again. Arms are fine. Legs. Okay. What other symptoms haven't I selected? I'm blanking on if he said anything important or not. He's on guard duty, standing up all day, 16 hours a day. That would do a number on your legs. My friends told me to play the game without getting any spoilers, but I want to know what's the game about, because last time they told me to play only cans. What? Well, you should start with Pathologic 2. Pathologic 2 is about basically you're a guy returning to like your old rural town after 5 years of being a surgeon at the capital, this fancy place. And but I don't want to spoil too much, because I do think it's best without spoilers. But basically some crazy shit starts happening at the town, and you got to deal with it. And there are also other important characters that you have to deal with as well. The game is a horror game, a survival game, kind of like a detective game as well. You know, people will lie to you, and you kind of got to piece together information that may be unreliable, and you gotta basically see if you can make a cure for this disease that happens. Yeah, you're welcome. I highly recommend it. Pathologic 2 and the Pathologic remaster, Pathologic HD, are like my favorite games ever. So yeah, it's really hard and really scary too. So, you know, be prepared. I do recommend you at least try it. Yeah, what I'm playing right now is Pathologic 3 Quarantine, which is the demo of the full game of Pathologic 3. Basically, Pathologic HD, the original game, had 3 playable characters. Pathologic 2 only had 1 of the playable characters. And this is Pathologic 3, which you play as another one of the playable characters. And I assume Pathologic 4 you'll play as the final playable character that was in the original game. Yeah. I hope you enjoy it. I mean, you're probably not going to enjoy it, but I hope you appreciate it, I guess is the right word. Because the game isn't really meant to be enjoyable. That's another thing, is it is very hard and punishing and scary, but it is rewarding at the end, I think. It's more about the journey than the destination, you know. But anyways, yeah, go try it out. You can stay here for a little bit if you want to watch, kind of see what it's about. Because I don't think this demo is gonna, like, you know, spoil anything crazy. So you can do whatever you want though. Just beware that I've heard if you're on console, I've heard the game Pathologic 2 runs horribly on, like, past gen consoles like PS4 and shit. I don't know. They probably don't have a PS5 version, but I like horror games, especially if they're hard. Yeah, try this game out. It's really cool. It's gonna be really confusing when you start out, but that's on purpose. The game's still way more accessible than the original Pathologic. But yeah, just, you know, stick with it for a bit. If you finish like day 3, I would say if you're playing Pathologic 2 and you get to day 3 and you still don't like it, then it's probably safe to quit, because, you know, the game's only going to get harder from there. But yeah, please try it out. It's one of my favorite games. I think we're gonna have to go to this guy's house though. Yeah, let's do it. My house? Why on earth, Doctor? I can understand talking to me, feeling me up from head to toe, collecting my blood, but searching my home? Like I'm some bandit? What did I do wrong? You're not at fault. You're not at fault at all. If anyone's to blame here, it's me for not spotting enough symptoms for a definitive diagnosis. Am I mistaken, or are you seriously frightened? Are you that reluctant to have me visit your house? You did hide something during the interview, just as I thought. Please understand, in order to create a vaccine that can save several hundred people, I must establish what you are suffering from, besides the sand pest. Yes. Well. Not at all what I expected from a man of medicine. Going off to break into my house. Imagine that. Don't worry, I won't touch anything. I just need to take a look around. Where do you live? No, never mind. I expect the orderlies took your address along with your name. Your agitation is extremely suspect. I'm not going to say that, but... We're going to go outside! Is this the house? To understand Filat's illness, I'll have to understand his life. So this is in the cauldron. The Skinners. Okay. The map looks the same. Which I'm not upset about. I'm a little upset about it, but... Oh my god, we gotta go outside. Let's fucking go. Time to take a walk. Difficult case. The diagnosis was almost clear, but the patient denied a symptom. Need to visit his home to find out. I'm so sick of it all. Not a doctor, but a sleuth. 2 patients turned over to the assistant. The third one is a tough nut to crack. A little investigation is needed to clarify his diagnosis. All right. Let's go then. Little. Your education. Dozens of opinions. A man of the people in the worst sense. Is time still passing? Doesn't look like it. It is. Okay, we should go. Ikimashou. Oh, come on. You can handle a light jog, dankovsky. Oh, the soundtrack! Oh, shit. How is my bullshit doing? I have 4 pockets. Consumables can be kept within reach. Okay, cool. I'm getting a little apathetic. That's okay. Hello. People in masks? People in masks. People in masks? That's the Odong. Urkeni Erid Baingi Mindi Erdam. Amaka. Blah 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 blah. He wishes you many years of life, Erdam. The bulls I vaccinated yesterday. Have you brought them? Really? To me it sounded like he was asking a question. No, it must be neurofibroma after all. Or is it a facial lymphedema? Lymphedema dilatata. Well, I gotta say the Latin. We know not your language, Erdam. You don't, do you? How does that feel? Why don't you lay down and tell me about your feelings? Do you want a glass of water? You'll understand me soon enough. Where are the vaccinated bulls? Shi yamar ene blah 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 blah. Amaka! The bulls were stolen, Adam. Blah 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 blah. Or maybe your bulls perished even. Mother Bodo knows where. So have they died or have they been stolen? You're disassembling. Stop it. What? You're what? Dissembling. I don't know what that is. Dissembling. Deep breaths, Dankovsky. Deep breaths. Count to 10. Only a fool loses his temper. The bulls here now. My bulls from yesterday. The ones I vaccinated. Is that clear? Stat. Boo. Kara. Look, I'll return in an hour. If they're not here, whatever. I'm done. To the devil with you. To hell with it. To hell with everything. You're hopeless. The models look awesome, man. Locals don't even turn their heads. Yeah, that's how they dress around here. I suppose our big city ways would seem just as wild to them. Oh god. Am I slow because of the apathy? Is it time to loot? Whoa. Oh god. Time's running out. To exit district. Find archers with a clock. While apathy is high, time itself will... The will to live... An amalgam slip through my fingers without... Shit. I don't have amalgam. I had to step away with a bit. Did you ever find out what was up with old Liver Boy? Liver Boy. Yeah, I think it was something else. I think I determined that, you know, the game was telling me that Dankovsky was pretty confident in the yellowness of his leg being from like a dye incident. So I decided that wasn't a real symptom. Okay. Shit, man. I'm really apathetic. I'm fucked up. Okay, I can smoke a little bit.
More thoughts. More thoughts.
More thoughts. More
Thoughts galloping.
Okay, gamers. I said something about... I missed the hint about how to leave the district. Oh, this is a little different. District exits. Leave the district. Find archers with clocks. That's this one. Oh.
Boiling. Crackling.
I'm not the horror specs. I don't want to... I'm not a dumpster diver. To plot a route, select a district name or a marker where I want to go. Yishkinaz. Yes. Time. Uh-oh. Clara? Require attention. They cannot be traversed using the map. Okay.
I pity you, human. You're so good, but there's so little of you left.
Listen to me, Bachelor. Please, just set our differences aside. They are cursing me of being the sand plague itself. That is probably true, little saint girl. I suspected from the very beginning. Once I learned that you woke up on the eve of the epidemic in an empty grave with no memory, you seemed a perfect candidate for patient zero. Oh, dearest colleague, how dare they? You must have been hurrying here so you could heal and bless the sick with your sainted touch. Don't laugh at me. You know I'm helping you. We're in this together, working towards one goal. We're just different, so we each do it in our own ways, however we can. You deal in prayers and mesmerism. What other medieval remedies do you have? Celadine? Goat kidneys? Excuse me. Well, we're at it. How are you at spreading it? Or how are you spreading it? Clara, you're extremely suspicious, and that's a fact. I'd call you duplicitous, even two-faced. Just yesterday, you were hissing at me and assuring me you had power over death. That you hold us all in your hands, that you can bind and destroy, didn't you? Remind me, please. I need some water. Man, remember when I said I was going to end stream soon? That wasn't me! Not me, but my double, my twin sister. I didn't know. I've told you, and that horror specs of yours too. He didn't believe me for some reason, even though he did see us two together. Hissing, bad sign. Uh-huh, sure you have a twin sister. How very convenient for you. And yet the plague follows you wherever you go, and that's a fact. These are the orderlies who arrested you, right? If you came from outside the district, they would have just sent you away. So you must have snuck in from the inside. He died. Rip. It's the other way around. I just feel where the infection will erupt next, and I go there to help. Please, you have to believe me. I'm tired of these ridiculous games. You're a big girl, Clara. It's time to answer for what you've done. If only I had a single reason to believe you. If anything, it's she who's ruining my reputation. My twin sister. She must be here somewhere. Try looking around. You might be able to catch her. Will you believe me then? No one has ever seen the two of you together. Not even Burak. And neither will I. Are you trying to test your hypnotic magics on me? It's not working, as you can see. Farewell, you pitiful, delusional changeling. You guys. Those poor devils are looters. They just keep on coming today. There was a rumor that an out-of-town bandit who was packing firepower had been getting busy here until suddenly he wasn't anymore. Can't shoot the sandpest, you know. But everyone fancies a firearm these days, so they're flocking to his mortal remains like moths to a flame. Did you lot find him, the fellow with the gun? So townspeople are arming themselves. Why bother with finding that scum? He's lying around here somewhere, waiting to be collected. We've got enough on our plate right now with these would-be scavengers. No time for revolvers at all. Do you want extra patrolmen here? We're managing for now. Those moths had a little ammo on them, and some pilfered odds and ends. One fool had stuffed his knapsack full of tin spoons. Probably never even seen real silver in his life. Everything of value's been sent to the town hall. We kept the ammo. Right. Hand over that ammo. Every last round. Send the ammo to the town hall as well. There's this gray-haired little man there. Name's Crow, or Jackdaw, or some such. Have it delivered to him specifically. Huh. I don't know that guy. But give me the ammo. Laying out these moths. Here was a good call. Perhaps other hopefuls will get the message. And how did this charming lady end up here? The charming lady, Doctor, has an interesting knack for showing up in a place as soon as the sand pest hits it. We've noticed it 3 days in a row now. So we detained her. We're not sure where to put her now, but she's quite talkative, and we were rather bored in here. Seriously, you're bored? How? From lack of work, maybe? Well, you could more or less say the same thing about me. Wherever the plague goes, the doctor follows. Quite interesting indeed. Cum hoc ergo propter hoc, right? Clara the Changeling. Wait, I just saw her in another... Burr. That's my thingamajig. I won't draw my gun where no one threatens me. The plague fog conceals danger. Okay. It's a little laggy. Long charge. Hold left click to charge the prototype. Cool. Whoa. The infected. The ones lying on the ground cannot be saved. Only relieved of suffering. If I help them in their passage from this world, I can take their time for myself. What does that mean? Oh shit! No, I stepped in some gunk! Euthanasia. It requires the same resources as combating my own mind. The correct dose must be administered. Affected drugs shift the cursor along the gauge. You must land within the highlighted zone before the dying person's heartbeat spikes. Overdosing will amplify suffrage. I must alleviate it. What do I have? This looks like buttocks shit. I don't know what this is gonna do, but oh shit. Collect a dying person's time. Tranquility. The patient's passage away was swift and painless. Okay. I'm not sure what that did. Where's this guy's house? Is this place infected or burnt? Why can't I just go like there? Fuck. Oh, that's a guy. That's a guy, alright. Don't get me. Keep going forward. That guy's dead. Were you a guard? Dude, I am going fucking cyber psycho. I got bullets. Hello there. What the fuck? I am going crazy. Get away from me. I'll blast you with my device. Oh, dude, what the fuck is happening to the screen? I'm going Cyber Psycho. I need to take this shit. Why is he see-through? I don't like this game. Oh! Good job, dankovsky. Oh! The remix! Let's fucking go. Oh, I wonder if I can check on the bullshit that happened over here. Yep. Do I get anything for coming over here? Whoa. Difficult case. The diagnosis was... Okay. Weird. That's just like my objective notes. Why are you so fucking shitty at running, dankovsky? Yo, listen to the song. Should I talk to these people? The bull. Locals are used to barter. Here they exchange microbes. You, good sir, do you have anything to tell me? No. Cling to his routine. Could have stayed home and not risked it. No, he couldn't have. I wouldn't be able to either. Bull. Balls. Bro. dankovsky's not doing well. Why am I always going Cyber Psycho? I don't think I'm even going any faster. And this used to be a shop? Pathologic 2? What the fuck? Oh, those are horns. Okay, I need more drugs.
Rewind.
Kids. Schmouter? Go home already. Shoo. Here, kitties, or whatever. Okay. Whoa. This is home? Two patients turned over to the assistant. Third one is okay. Which room is fillets? Not this one, I suppose.
I'd rather not hear it all.
What is this doing? Oh, I'm going more mania. Fuck yeah. Oh, I'm zooming! Loot? Konnichiwa. I just mopped that floor and now you're walking all over it. It took forever to scrub clean, you know. Apologies, I'm not very good at walking in a handstand. My legs always veer off to the left for some reason. Look at that devastation. Impressive. How did it even happen? Stop with that clowning, will you? First he's turning the bathroom upside down. But it's our only one for all these apartments. People wash their kids here and take their own baths on Tuesdays and Thursdays. They keep it clean. And now there's you with your remarks. But you're a pal of Filat's, aren't you? If the locals are right, a doctor is more like an enemy than a pal, which of course merits its own study, an anthropological one on tendencies towards self-destruction. Filat's in the hospital now. He's under observation. I'm here to find out how he got sick. All I see right now are tendencies towards bathroom destruction. On your part, the mud on your shoes. My shoes wouldn't be muddy if patients answered my question instead of lying like little kids. I don't enjoy dragging myself across town to collect someone's medical history. I'm a doctor. Filat is my patient, and my duty is to get to the bottom of whatever he's suffering from. Your life may depend on it too, by the way. So Filat's in the hospital. Perhaps that's for the best. The person getting sick is for the best? Hey, don't look away. You said it, not I. Have you been living in the same house for long? Do you know him well? I take it the trashed bathroom is his handiwork? We've known each other since we were kids. He was like a brother to my husband. I helped him out his whole life with cleaning and cooking and whatnot. He was a loner with no one to take care of him, and it wasn't too much trouble for me. We were neighbors after all, and friends. Doesn't that just sound idyllic? What a dick. Dankovsky. Filat was lucky to have you. At this rate, I'll soon start to envy people who live in these small towns where everyone knows everyone. We drifted apart a little as time went on, but he used to always thank me. Then one day it was like, bam, he forgot everything. Never said a word to anyone. Never said a word anymore. Scurried past me to his apartment, eyes down, no hello, no goodbye. But he sure showed his bathroom who's boss. Or this bathroom who's boss. This sort of frenzied rage isn't typical of Filat. He never trashed anything before and was well behaved. What kind of person this is typical of is an easy guess. You often get this with drunks. One moment he sits there quietly, and he's delirious all of a sudden. With all this ruckus and mess, at least he didn't punch anyone out. Has he been drunk for long? Was this his first delirium tremens episode, or has he had them before? I've interviewed Filat, and he said he stayed away from alcohol. He didn't drink before, but go ahead and look out that window. The town's falling to pieces. It's enough to make a saint start drinking. It's like people have gone crazy. Someone grabbed a bottle, someone grabbed a knife. It's hard to stay human. Everyone's inner beast is looking to break out. So you know for certain that Filat trashed the place in a drunken haze, or is that just what you're assuming? Well, what do you think happened? He didn't just trash the shared bathroom. He was sick all over it. The whole place was a mess. I thought I'd never get it clean. Do you know what it's like to mop up someone else's vomit? How would a smart dresser like you know that, huh? I went to medical school, my good lady. The quantity of vomit I used to cart around is more than this entire house could disgorge. Filat vomited. That's what matters. It's a symptom that hasn't been noted before. Have you figured out everything you needed? I'd like to finish with the cleaning here. The kids from downstairs will be here soon to wash their hands before eating. They'll be better off if they don't see this mess. Just a minute. Is there anything else you can tell me about Filat? Do you happen to know any illnesses he's had in the past? Chronic or acute, whatever you can remember? Can we go back to his drinking once more? Your delirium hypothesis is logical, but it's still only a conjecture. In fact, his denial of a drinking habit sounded very sincere to me. No, that man was never sick. Strong and as tough as a cart horse. And I mean, I could easily imagine him pulling an actual cart. That was why they hired him to guard the Olgimsky meat cannery back in the day. You two talked more often at that time, right? Guarding the meat processing plant is a tough job. It may have been the thing that undermined his health to begin with. If you ask me, Filat may be built for the job, but it's not a job for him. The termitary needs security to make sure the steppe brutes aren't beating about town. But he was getting sentimental about them. That's why he and I fell out. We argued about whether worms and herb brides were our equals, some security guard. Brutes, you say. Have you ever considered that someone from the capital might see everybody in a small town like this? What as a brute? No man, I mean you are a worm. An opinion like that doesn't paint you in a good light. But your neighbor, on the other hand, sounds like a man with a conscience. You argued with me too about whether it's right to keep people locked up in the face of a looming epidemic. About whether people should ever be isolated for their own good. What a thing to say! Stop trying to confuse me. I don't have time to pick your philosophizing apart. Anyway, I've got a bathroom to finish cleaning. Filat got into philosophizing too, and it both destroyed our friendship and made him an alcoholic. There's no good in that. If we go back to his drinking once more, your delirium... Who wants to confess something shameful like that? The thing is, lifelong sots are proud of it. And it's the new-made ones who are ashamed. I hope he's ashamed. It's anyone's darn guess if he is. It's like he's become a completely different man. For all I know, he's lost all sense of himself at this point. Gone completely off his rocker. Need some coffee, my dude? Dr. Pepper? That would be nice. But I think I want to go back to sleep after this. Off his rocker? Cyber Psycho? There's something new again. Are you just talking about the bathroom incident? Or is there any other evidence that he is Cyber Psycho? He has episodes, you know, before he trashed the bathroom. I hear him muttering. I'd hear this muttering coming from behind his door every night. And he lives alone, no family, and no one visits him. My husband and I used to be friends. He started talking to himself, and that's a sure sign. Why didn't you say that right away? You seem like a smart woman, but even you make getting this information feel like pulling teeth. This changes the picture completely. No sleep for you, only stream. I mean, this is the best game ever made, so I'd be willing to stay up. And you? Why didn't you take off your shoes right away when you walked in? Because you didn't think of it. Neither did I with the muttering. Have I told you everything now? I have my limits too, you know. Mopping floors is hard enough, but bad-mouthing a former friend is harder. I'm sorry for the poor dummy. Where is Filat's room? I'd like to take a look before I go, after all. It's further down the hallway. Here's the key. I've got work to do. Been breaking my back for half a day here. And whose fault is it? A fool who's also a drunk now. Poor soul. Meat cannon? Huh? Oh. Yeah, meat. You mean meat? Ah. What the fuck was that? You've been very helpful. Now I must remember to put hallucinogenics and vomiting on his record, according to a neighbor. And if we look at the vein issues again, in case Filat was wrong, then there's only one diagnosis left. But I must still check his room, or why did I come all this way? Okay, vomiting and hallucinations. Let's do that right now. Is vomiting and nausea different from just vomiting? Where's hallucinations? mind vomiting. Twire, bro. He's got that twire. He deleted it because it made no sense. Correct. Okay. That's what I thought. Damn. Oh. The fuck? What are you doing here? Saying bye now, Erdam. Well, this is news. The neighbor told me Filat lived alone. Okay, just speaking, the local speak. Be Karanab. You're angry. I have no idea what you're saying. Hello, Erdem, I said. Why have you come? No, why are you here? I've got nowhere to go. By Galdai, don't kick me out, Erdem. You're a kitten burglar, perhaps? Or you feel that sung? You don't look much like him. I'm gonna turn myself. I wish someone would kick me out so I could go home. Not going back to the Warren. The Termitary? Let's ask what the Warren is. You people call it the Termitary. You smell like danger. Go on your way. Will you tell me what's in there then, in detail, please? What kind of person's larynx makes sounds like that? Are you humming directly with your vocal cords? Don't ask him that. People are there. Katange. What else do you want? We live there. You're hiding in your eyes, lad. I don't think you're telling me the whole truth. Look, it's better if you don't joke around with me. You little squirt. I'll tell. Just let me go. There's a crawl hole out of the Warren. Akai Filat watches it. Ah, help me go around the angry guards. Tarenamaya Abaraba. Why don't you just stay there? Let me guess, love struck? Or did you break your code of laws? Have you people even got one? Aki Filat seems like a savvy fellow himself. How much did he charge you for his help? What's inside that place? Please give me full details. My patience time's running out. I'm more interested in this. It sounds like he might not be hallucinating if he's talking to someone. Medine Ogye Hara Ogib. So Filat took you in. I know that for some reason. What? Aki Filat Akai Filat took in, hid, sheltered, so no one sees. No one returns me to the Warren. Be Kododoho Bayaryi Kurgib. Talk quietly. Zilgin blah blah blah. So no one hears. Your neighbor heard anyway. But don't worry, she thought Filat was out of his mind. If you keep quiet, she won't notice you. You're gonna have it hard without your guardian. Sterilization should be removed from the list of symptoms. Like, why does it have to be so complicated? Where's Akai Filat? Yun Bolhob? How is he? Finally, some sensible talk. He's in the hospital. He's ill. I'm a doctor, and I need to find out what he's ill with. Will you help me? I will. Namada blah blah blah. Aki Filat sickens. I saw it. He sickens. Does Filat drink? Vodka, wine, those step herb infusions of yours? At first glance, I can't see a single bottle. Not a drop. Strict on himself. Doesn't allow me either. Kadin Shingi Kato. So the neighbor was mistaken after all. Perhaps she wanted to be mistaken out of spite. The reasons don't really matter, though. What matters is he wasn't drinking. Huh, I feel that wasn't lying then. So his main problems must indeed be from standing up at work, not from drinking. How else can I help? Save Akai Filat Erdem. Be Shamha Asunab. Stay put. Don't you dare sneak away. I need to look around, and I'll ask you more in a bit. I have the key. Now to Filat's room. A neighbor sharing a bathroom is useful. But to know the truth about a man, you need to see the innards of his life. Things are getting clearer. That's no hallucination. It's a real boy! I can probably question him about Filat's life, but I'll need clues to ask the right questions. I'm missing something. I need to take a closer look around. There might be more clues here. According to the neighbor, a neighbor claims Filat is a drunkard. He's trashing the house, talking to voices in his head. Not really. Doesn't look like there's anything I can... Oh, Q. Yeah. Even rats would probably be disgusted. Who would eat it? An escape from the local lockdown termitary. Generally concerned about Filat. Can't tell what they are from the appearance. No label on the pills. Filat took them. Did he know he was sick? Wet rags on the bed, huh? Used to put them on his forehead? Fever? Now that you've promised to help me, will you tell me what happened to Filat? I will. Namda Ati Filat sickens. I saw it. He sickens. Okay. I found some pills. Medicine. What are these? Who was taking them? We don't use these in the steppe. Bibatar Bekir Medin Gyub. Akai Filat said that they are so the head doesn't ache. Another symptom. Good. His head hurt. Tere Zobol. These rags on the bed look like they were used in a compress to bind something hot or cold over an injury. Do you know anything about that? I do. Imnelge. Akifilat was hot, tossed and turned, so I put cold on him. So he had a fever. Didn't mention it during the interview. Te edege. I worry for him. Okay. No hallucinations. Vomiting and nausea, yes, but he had a fever. Where's that? None of them. What did he say? Just a headache? Okay, let's look at what we have here. It could be nephropathia epidemia. A disease caused by a group of viruses varying with the epidemic focus. Humans contract the virus from animals in their waste. The disease begins acutely with fever, rapid heartbeat, nausea, and or vomiting. Vomiting? Wait, duh, I have that on the symptoms. Accompanied by headache and photophobia. After 3 days, rash appears on the skin and facial flushing becomes evident. The disease causes internal bleeding, leading to patient's death. Oh shit. Probably not that then. Okay, contact with rodents, bites. As a sudden fever, weakness, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and headaches. Hallucinations are observed in some patients. Ulcers and or redness that appear on the skin. As with eyes, okay. Maybe just influenza? Excuse me. You God. Alcoholism not confirmed. Okay. Shit. Oh, I can remove the vein damage because it's from his thing. So what did I have before? Headache. Where's that? Headache. And vomiting. Yeah. Yeah, it is this. Okay, good. I remember to turn off the vein damage. Hydrophobia, bulimia, okay. Weakness. Okay, I think he has this. Let's go back. I love music. I love music. I love music. I love music. It's so good. I've trained my health. Okay. More closely. Okay. I'm going to discuss with you. I can't concentrate because of my bullshit. Destroy the bathroom used to be quite and unbothersome. Why did he destroy this? Is the question. Yeah. He was convinced he got sick from alcohol. This is where Philette threw up, though he denies inebriation. Huh. Interesting. Oh! Rats, mice? Being inside is so fresh. Yo, kid! What's this mousetrap doing here? Is it just in case, or are there actually mice in this place? Ulon Kulgang Nanud. KD. Lots of them. Bold. Walk here like it's their home. This patho is my logic 3. For real, dude. So real. Mice and rats spread disease. The diagnosis is coming to mind at once, but I need to double check. That's why we need to examine so many patients' homes. I'd love to show this to Little if you were here. Townsfolk live in houses, call us beasts. Cleaner in the steppe, better. They know nothing. Teneg zon. Okay. How do I add that to the thingamajig? Virus from animals. Yep, it's this. Bitch. What have I missed? What is with the food? Oh, I can still talk to him. Unless there's something rotten on the table. Did you eat it? Is this what made Filat vomit? Hungry, we needed. Minge Yiki. Akai Filat's not rich, Boos. Not rich. Boos Vlad pays the guard so little. Karu was enough for one, not enough with me. Hard to feed too. Akai Filat looked for cheap food. They cheated. Sold rotten. Mu Kinid. Just gotta admit, on a PC now, just so I can play this. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? I love this game. So did Filat eat that rotten stuff, or did he not? Did he get sick from the food poisoning? This is scary, Erdem. I Gab never thought to eat the rot. Even Akai Filat forbade. Then his hunger came, crazy like. Yiles Kelen! Grabbed everything, gobbled everything I took away, hid. Told him bad, rotten will hurt. He didn't listen, like possessed by some hungry beast. And you've never noticed such indiscriminating behavior before. A change in feeding pattern is certainly telling. Sudden hunger. Should I add bulimia to the symptoms? Never saw a man wolf bad food like that. In a zigti. So mice, headache, fever, hunger, and the vomiting, fatigue, and skin reddening. The veins are ruled out. But what happened in the bathroom? The neighbor says Filat drunkenly. No, he doesn't drink. Urte Ekener. He'd eaten bad food. Couldn't keep it down. Didn't want to make a mess in here, so he went where he could do it. And there, Jan, water's there for washing. Akai Filat said water scared him. The fucking hydrophobia. Heard the dripping, went crazy. Can a man be scared of water, Erdem? Jan is life. Got scared of water for no apparent reason. Trashed the bathroom. This is an extremely rare symptom. I should sort it out. Thank you, young man. I'll say hello to Filat for you. Oh, good shit. Last step remaining. Urethra. Now I'm ready to make sense of the symptoms. Time to return to the hospital and provide a hypothesis. Hydrophobia. Bulimia. Vomiting. Yes. The vomiting isn't from this. Where's hydrophobia? Yup. Weakness. Rapid pulse. That one guy had a rapid pulse. Whatever. Bulimia. Where's that? Why is it not in the stomach? Bulimia. Okay, yeah, that's already. Pretty sure it's this. Okay, thanks, kid. Much appreciated. We just jam out.
Never alone. Things everywhere. It was quiet in Thanatica.
Oh, the lag. Close. I do gotta go around. It's weird how it affects your movement speed too. It looks a little laggier than it is on stream. Probably because this fucking game sucks. Okay. Let's go to the marrow. I gotta travel through the scary part of town, though. Go. Leave me. Is this gonna work? No. That's all I can do for you, bro. I'm sorry. Got to raise patient's pain, but I didn't add to their suffering. Sorry, bro. Why is he transparent? Go beat that guy up. He's getting close to me. Die. No. Leave me be. There's still gunk here. I'm going Cyber Psycho. Oh, they took Clara out of here. Oh God. I need crazy juice. Oh yeah. They got the balls! Let's go! What? They got the balls, dude. Let's fucking go. A senate of good life to you, Erdem. Here are your balls. Be Kahara. Are you still not glad to have them? Where are those Odong of yours? The ones that came this morning. I remember sending them to fetch the bulls. I'm glad to hear it, but you are quite certain that these are the same bulls? Can you not tell the bulls' faces apart? He can't even tell Odong apart by their faces. Egishi? We are all the same to him, like beasts. By the way, how come you're here and not... huh? How come you're here, not the Odong? Are they afraid I'll punish them for their carelessness? That's not true. I can tell you ladies apart just fine. Though you do look similar, like sisters. You've insulted them. The worms don't want to deal with you anymore. The worms believe you're a bad man. A churlish, ungrateful man, my kin. Mai iki mai... Nani? This can't be done without Budak after all. Are you going to take our bull's blood? I am, but later. For now, leave them here. I'm going to make today's vaccine first. After that, I'll get on with the universal one. I still suspect that you're playing me. These are not the same bulls. Woo! Nice. I got the bull's wisdom. See you lovely ladies later. Oh. Little. Finally, I've been waiting for you, Dr. Dankovsky. As you can see, I've allowed our volunteer orderlies to leave on a break, but they'll all return as soon as you give the word. Good, rest is necessary. Let them have a smoke. Visit their families. Who knows, they might not get another chance. I'm afraid they'll have to work all night. Assign them to shifts. Damn. Fuck you. Consider it done. But what of the third patient, Filat? Filat. The termitary guard. Do you have a diagnosis? I haven't put him to sleep yet. I thought he might be useful to you again. I visited his place in the Skinners. I had a look around, spoke to his neighbors, and someone else. I understand his illness. Just be sure to put it in the document, and stamp it too. Mr. Little, I barely recognize you. Are you going to teach me how to maintain patient records now? Filat, let's talk. Here you are. What took you so long, Doctor? Did my mice detain you? You're joking despite your nerves. That's a good sign. You can relax. I've seen it, and your secret has been uncovered. I met a mouse in the apartment. A huge one, the size of a teenage boy. You wouldn't happen to know how it crawled from the cellar. What have you done, Filat? The terminator might have been locked up wrongfully, but it's not your decision who comes out. Yeah, whatever. I don't think dankovsky cares about that. So you met him. I tried to protect him with everything I had. I went to your hospital so he wouldn't catch it from me. And then you lied. You described fatigue, but you'd been nauseous, feverish, and much more. If we just talked right from the start, we could have wasted all we wouldn't have wasted all this time. You've stalled an entire hospital. You're a good man, which usually means inconvenient. Yeah, fucking lay it on him. I've never been a good liar. If I told you too much, you know that someone was changing my bandages, that I needed money to feed 2 mouths, so I talked as little as I could. Regardless, I found out. Oh, of course you did. In medicine, dealing with people is more difficult than all the test tubes and measuring doses. Nothing to hide now. Sure, I led the boy through a hidden passage away from the slaughterhouse. He's just a kid, Doctor. It was hardship that brought him to the cannery. And just like that, Fat Vlad put him to work. Young or old, it doesn't matter to the Olgimskis. They send everyone to the factory. This is of little interest to me. You disobeyed orders. I'll tell your superiors if the vaccine weren't so important. It's not my place to judge you. What you did is noble, but stupid. Conscientia causa. I'm no hero, but I was taught to draw the line somewhere. I treat people like people, period. I've done what I could. So you're saying you'd let more people out if you had more authority in such decisions? They'll starve people to death in the termitary. And not just there either. While you were out, I overheard people in the hospital. Aren't you the tyrant who ordered the quarantine? I'm a tyrant, you're a rebel. And no one will be able to tell the difference in the morgue. Without the quarantine, the plague would devour your town in just a day or two. It's a plague I restrict, not people. Yeah, right. My task is to save as many lives as possible. Yes, that does require some restrictions and discipline. Those are dangerous games you play, Doctor. I'm not the only one who doesn't like restrictions. Today people endure, tomorrow too, but in the days that follow they'll erupt. I told you, you can't humiliate a living being without suffering consequences. And this imprisonment humiliates the town a second time. Everyone's a critic. My decisions aren't up for debate. You try to shame me as if the quarantine were some whim I had. If only we had another way. This won't end well, I tell you. Neither of us can tell the future. And, Filat, I came to talk about your diagnosis. Drink this glass of water, please, before we continue. Oh, take that away! I can't stand hearing this sloshing. Get it away, Doctor. Stop backing up or you'll overturn the equipment drawer. Look, I've put it away. It's gone now. Mr. Little, calm the patient now, please. Never should have dismissed the orderlies. The decisive symptom has now been confirmed. This is enough to make the diagnosis. Investigation has revealed new symptoms. They must be added to the casebook, and then a diagnosis must be chosen. Darn tootin'. So, where's weakness? I just want to make sure I have it added to the thingamajig. Weakness. Burning sensation. Oh. Oh, maybe that isn't a... No, it is a symptom, because it's on the thingamajig. Where is it? I know I'm missing it. Is it? Maybe not. Whatever. We got the diagnosis. That's what's important. Yeah. All right. I think I might call it there. Hell yeah. Diagnosed. Well, we're almost done. The verdict is in. If I identify the patient's diagnosis correctly, the vaccine will help hundreds. If I'm wrong, their blood is on my hands. Even one of them? An unrest is brewing. Resentment for the quarantine measures will soon reach its peak. When it does, the town will no longer obey the decrees issued to save it. Alright. Where to now? I guess I make this vaccine. Can't fucking see anything. Burak! He's not here. Yeah, I'm gonna call it quits here, guys. Doesn't look like it saves, but does it go out? Oh, do I talk to Little? I've checked the records. You've diagnosed all 3 of the oddities who didn't die quickly from the plague. You're a mental giant, a luminary. No, I'm really tired. I think I'm gonna stop. But thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming here. And watching the game with me. It was a blast. I loved it. I can't wait to play the full game. Yeah. That's about all I got to say. Thank you guys for watching. You rock too. Thank you. All right. I will see y'all later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.